Mine was written as Simon Odo's Keyboard Debates.
Simon Odo's Keeb Debates. All right, there we go.
Oh,
All right. Let me just quickly ping my server here.
oh shit! Did I ping mine? I think I did. Yeah.
I don't have a bot set up for that, so mine's.
I
Like
don't have a bot. I
constant that way.
just write a message and just delete it.
Yeah. Same.
It's fine.
News.
Thoughtky voice. Fuck. I'm gonna have to restart my audio interface.
Is that what happens with yours?
Yeah.
Oh goodness. You know what? Too. Let's actually have.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I have a thing where like if Discord detects my audio interface before OBS does, then my voice on OBS goes really, really deep.
I was wondering. I was like, okay, maybe this is just his morning voice. You know, you get those like you're.
Oh, have I been really deep for you too?
Yeah, I just figured it was your voice.
Yeah, bro, it's 7:30 p.m. To be fair, I did just wake up, hence my coffee.
Yeah, you were saying you were just waking up, so I was just
yeah,
kind of like
I figured I'd give you a chance, so we both gotta be just waking up.
Torrent says, tell Simon to open your chat. Simon, we can't hear you. We can't hear him? But you guys can't hear. Oh, I know why. You guys probably can't hear anything. 1 second. Let me fix that. That's on me. That's on me because I'm used to using.
God damn it, Alex! I made it so they can hear you.
There you go. You guys should be able to hear Simon now, right?
Hello, my name is Simon. I kiss the alligator.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Hello, everyone. Was not expecting a stream until later. Yeah, it's an early stream with Simon. We're gonna do some keyboard debates.
Thank you for the 20 months. Let's fucking go. And Bouncy, thank you for the 21 months.
Hi, everybody.
So good cop, bad cop stream. We're gonna explain the rules as soon as there's like, I don't know, like at least 300 people between us.
Yeah, we'll explain it. It's gonna be pretty fun. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Oh, I'm so ready. I was walking around all of last week just debating people on random shit for no reason.
Really? What, in Discord?
No, like in real life.
Oh. You guys might notice a different angle of me on Simon's stream. That angle is not good side of Alex angle.
Just yeah, you guys on Alex's stream are watching me through my worst webcam, so...
we both panicked in the morning. We're like, oh shit, this ain't gonna work. And we just,
I mean, I had something set up, but it's a macro cam. At like, literally like 90 degrees off axis.
It was pretty nice though. You guys missed it. It was like a nice close-up of Simon's eyes.
Oh yes, that's...
Early stream, hello.
That's what we all need.
What do you mean? Every angle's a good angle?
Paul,
okay, Lucas, thank
you for the masturbator and 20 months. And Carl, thank you for the 3 months. I also like keyboards. Can't choose between Alex stream or Simon stream. Oh, we got to do the thing. So it's like the... whatever it's called.
Yes. We have to go into the creative dashboard.
Bro, I'm way ahead of you. I fucking got this. Alexotos. I'm a fucking professional, bro.
Yeah, we'll make this super easy.
You already have an invite. Let's go.
All right. Let me just quickly do that.
Tere Colore, thank you for the 2 months. Let's fucking go.
I think you have to start it now. So you have to hit start now.
Ah, yes. Am I currently muted for Alex? One way to find out. Alex is a nice little... Fuck.
Did it work? Are you guys in the squad stream? Can you guys see? Let's see. Let me refresh this page. Okay, if you guys want to refresh the page on our streams and hit watch in squad mode, and then you can swap between things. And I don't know, me and Nathan tried it the other day. It was kind of finicky, but I believe the chats get merged on squad stream mode.
How's audio? So, like, how do you guys hear Alex? Is Alex good volume? Also, Maze, thank you for the 10 months, and I am not sharp. Thank you for the 9 months. And H, thank you for being a simp. Alex, volume a tad low.
Freezing. I'm low.
Oh, I wish I had your problem. All right. Let me know if Alex has better volume now. Alex, complain about something? He's muted. Why is he muted? We broke him.
I'm glad we're using squad mode. It's kind of cool. I just finished Arcane. Arcane was pretty nice. I liked Arcane. I've been watching Colony. I've been trying to... Well, it's a movie, but I got through half of it last night before I passed out. Looking good? Dude, you're looking good.
What does my shirt say? It says "No Thok, No Life." It's a Thoktober special T-shirt that was only available during Thoktober and only for cool people. Sorry, Alex. Make Alex kiss the gator? You guys do it. Why can't new people talk in your server anymore? Because we have authoritative moderators. That's why. All right. When Alex is back, we'll go through the rules. Yeah, I know Alex is muted. Hopefully he knows. Mm. Imagine kissing the wrong alligator. SMH my head. What kind of coffee? I had a lovely cappuccino. Shit, I don't know if I'm muted or not. No way to find out. Okay, muted, unmuted. Okay, we're good. Swag, thank you for the 169. Ice cream with sprinkle. Thank you for the 3 months. Howdy. All right,
Redeem
come back,
kiss doesn't
Alex.
work in my chat, Rook. How you doing? How you doing, son? Okay. Are we
All
gonna
right.
start it up now?
Yeah, you wanna explain the whole premise?
Okay, basically we're starting off with the coin flip. Here's the rules. Me and Simon, myself and Simon will debate for or against the IC or group buy in question. So we're gonna go through that. We'll start it off and then we'll rotate from there. So we'll have 5 minutes to go through it with. We'll mute ourselves during that time, I assume, and then we'll talk about it with you guys here, and then we'll debate for or against, and then are we letting them with the straw poll
Yeah. So
vote afterwards?
the straw poll at the end is basically, would you do you like this product or would you buy this product or no? And it has nothing to do with who wins or loses the debate. It has to do with, hey, if we swayed you, cool, but pick if you think the product is good or not. That way we both get our
Yeah.
thoughts out and everybody else gets their thoughts out.
Yeah, exactly that chat. Oh, I have to ban someone already. Buy followers? Oh, sorry, and thank you very much.
Wait,
All
we
right,
can buy
so
followers?
I guess so.
Let me get some of
Um,
those, bro.
so Alex, good cop, Simon, bad cop. No, it's gonna be rotating, and I wouldn't even say it's any sort of cop. We're just debating it, right? Like it. I mean, you can, I guess, break it down to bad cop, good cop type of thing, but yeah, we'll do that. Do we want to start it up now?
Yeah. Alex will be doing all the coin flips, so he decides
Coin flip.
who's for and who's against for the first round.
All right. So we'll flip it again here. I have it streaming, so you guys can see the coin flip is real. Okay. I'm thinking heads for positive being okay. How are we gonna do this? Fuck. This is like a two-way chance.
All right, here's the
Okay,
thing.
if Simon
I'm
gets
going
heads, he
I'm
has to
going
be
to
positive.
no. I'm going to call something.
Okay, fine.
You're going to then press flip the coin, and if I am correct, then I will get my pick.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, tails.
Let's see what's gonna flip to. Tails, you get your pick.
All right, I want to start with for, and you start with against.
Against? Sure, sounds good. Okay. All right, guys. So the first one's what's this called? The Rene?
The Rene 65. So we
Rene
can either go
65.
through
All
this
right.
together and just like, I don't know, tour it a little
I
bit.
think that'll be fun. Yeah, let's do that. Let's tour it. So the Rene 65 by Rational Keys. Ooh, you guys
Okay.
are good. By the way, my side of chat, just really quick. You guys are probably going to hear some loud banging and baby screaming. We're taking care of my brother's daughter, so all that banging and screaming upstairs, just ignore it, today, chat. It's inevitable. We're just going to listen to it.
Okay.
So the Rene 65 introduction. Would you like to read the introduction, Simon?
We are three friends, an architect, a lawyer, and a jeweler. I think I've heard this one. Who came together to build a product and a company that we believe in. We are calling our first keyboard kit Rene and our company Rational Keys to evoke one of the human mind's most important faculties, rationality. Rene is inspired by philosophical and architectural rationalism. God damn, why'd you give me the hard one to read? Its symmetrical typewriter form combines geometrically defined shapes in ideal proportions. We had a blast designing it. At this stage, we have completed our first official production design and are getting ready to produce the first prototype.
Okay. So at a glance, it's case designed in-house by Rational Key, CNC machine aluminum 6063, sure. 8-degree typing angle. The rear weight may be provided in different options to change the typing angle. A 10-point gasket mounting system. Left side USB-C port. PCB designed by community member and PCB designer Applet, I assume. Hot swap and solderable options with flex cuts on solderable versions. Black solder mask, aluminum, brass, polycarbonate plate materials. Okay. And then we have our details here. Do you want to go through that?
No, let's just let the design speak for itself at this point.
Okay. We have some different colors. We have a mounting system. It shows, I guess, where the gaskets are in purple. We have our PCB. Oh, that is a big thing on the bottom there. I guess to adjust the height. Interesting.
All right,
Okay, so
layout seems.
I'm against it here.
Well,
Sorry?
let's just gather our thoughts before we jump into it.
Yeah.
A decent amount of layout support, a little bit of info. There is an IC form. Okay, that's good to see. One thing
Yeah.
I will do is not dox myself.
For a typewriter keyboard, it doesn't look very typewritery.
Well, click the IC. Open the IC link.
Where's that at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, IC form or IC?
Yeah, IC form.
Rational keys. Would you be interested in joining this? Is it just one thing?
Yeah.
Let's put maybe.
All right.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So how do we want to do this? Do we want to mute ourselves then talk, or do we want to?
Well, I mean,
Do you want to just debate now?
I mean, we will debate. Now let's flip a
Okay.
coin for who goes first. You call it and then flip, and I'll trust your honesty. You get and
Well,
if,
I'm gonna do it live on stream here.
Yep, and if you guess right, you pick who goes first.
Okay. I'm gonna do tails for myself. Let's flip. Come on, chat. Give me tails. Tails. Okay. Simon goes first.
Fuck.
He's for it and has to go first. Let's do it, chat.
All right, guys. Now, we see a lot of first timer projects that come into this hobby, okay? And very often you can see that it's bleeding of cash grab. It's the nature. They just want to make money. This is at least one of the few things where you get on and you're like, you know, with a design like this, it's very clear that that your first goal is not to make money. Okay, your first goal is to try and actually make something that you thoroughly enjoy, which I respect that. That's how you should enter the hobby, right? In terms of presentation for the IC itself, obviously we don't have a board yet, we don't have a prototype yet, and they've been quite transparent about all of that, which is nice to see. There is an intro, which honestly, I don't really care about, but at least they explain, hey, here's who we are, even though this is, you know, our first ever project, just so you get an idea of what's going on, and they show you the design, you know? In terms of like how it's put together, at the very least, it's trying to do something somewhat unique. At least it gets points for trying to do something somewhat unique. And if we as a hobby don't support keyboards like this that are trying to do something unique, then there's very little hope in the hobbyistic nature of this hobby. If we realistically can't support shit like this, actual passion projects, if we can't support stuff like this, then all we're going to get is a bunch of, you know, commercial, nonsensical business keyboards that are just going to be optimized for keywords, right? So although a lot of people might find this design but ugly and completely irrational, at the very least, it's bringing something new to the table. And that's pretty good. You know, the mount looks okay. It doesn't have a billion layers of foam, so apparently they know something, which is nice. You know, they know the materials they're going to use. They specifically said 6063, so they kind of have an idea of what they're doing. They're not just jumping in with no fucking idea. So I don't know. I think that this project symbolizes something very, very positive in our hobby, and I think that we should definitely support projects like these. That's the
Okay,
entirety
okay,
of my position.
okay. So I think some things I totally get behind what you're saying there. I think some things against this though. I'm worried this is not going to be the nicest sounding board with that large gap on the bottom. So if you guys look at this photo here, I'm assuming this is what they meant by their adjustable bottom piece over here, where you can adjust the typing angle. Typically, I found boards that have a large spacing underneath, kind of like the Box 75, don't have the nicest sound profile. Again, this is subjective to you guys, but that's something to look at. I, while I do appreciate the daughter board and all that too, I do think this larger forehead over here, this whole area is going to be probably pretty costly to make. And I did look up to see if they had a price. It says price TBD. So with that being said too, I can't see this being cheaper um, at all. And there you go. Here's one of the side profiles, so you can see how thin this case is. I worry that this is going to sound not the greatest. I do like. I mean, it looks like a neat side profile, but honestly, I don't know if I like that. Like I said, I've seen a few keyboards where they have like adjustable risers on the bottom, and I've usually not liked the way they sound it. Um, yeah, I would have liked to see at least a price or some sort of quote for that, but I know this is just an IC for the time being. But yeah, I mean, I would like to see some other colors too. I mean, I know they do have a yellow. That's not terrible, but this seems like a unique enough keyboard that some other colors would be pretty neat too. But I think this is just going to be very expensive. I have a weird feeling it is, but we'll see. There's not much to say against this, to be honest. I mean, it's a 65% keyboard, so weight's going to be what, 3.5 kilograms. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be pretty expensive. Talk about the side mount. Side mount. I mean, on the gaskets, I've seen this before in boards. I don't think it needs to have 10 points, to be completely honest. I think this can get away with not using the side mounts over here. But if they're going for that type of gasketing design here, yeah, I'd say at least 425 at least too. Yes, actually, that is a great point, Evo. I didn't even take that into consideration too. One thing I absolutely don't like about when people design boards is when they put any sort of gasketing or sort of mounting thing right next to the spacebar. I know we've mentioned this with the Mammoth. I've mentioned this with a few other boards. I do not like it. It tends to make the keyboard feel very stiff in that area. And I know Simon's actually talked about this on his stream, where I feel like the spacebar kind of determines the rest of your, I mean, sound profile for everything else. Like it really sets things into motion, right? It really sets things into this is going to sound good. And you really get that first impression from a good sounding spacebar. So I don't know if I like that either. I think this could have been reduced to about 5 gaskets and it could have been okay. So, but yeah, I think that's really, I don't really have any like true negatives. I don't really like the USB port in the back. I think that could have been way better placed in the middle, maybe underneath or something, some better way to put that. But like I said, it is kind of protruding outwards. So I don't know. That's not the nicest looking thing. I think I just built a keyboard with a something like that as well too. I mean, looks are subjective. I mean, I don't think this is going to sell very well just because I don't think a lot of people are going to really resonate with this design. Like to be 100% honest with you guys, I think the design trend right now that we're seeing is more minimal, more normalized designs. But I mean, this is kind of getting into the now away from the negatives. To credit Simon, what he said in his argument, it is something different. So I just think from a sales perspective, it might not be the best selling keyboard. And what was the MOQ that we're saying? 250 to 300 might be a bit high for something like this. So Simon,
Yeah.
what do you think?
All right. I'm gonna post this in my chat. I can DM it to you to post it in your chat.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. So the the uh, the goal is to see if hello.
Hello.
No, I'm talking to the thing. The goal is
Oh,
to see if you people think it's good or bad. Doesn't have to do with our ability to communicate a point. It has to do with the underlying product. All right.
Do you get typewriter vibes from this keyboard at all?
No, not at all.
Yeah, I don't really either. Maybe the larger forehead is supposed to symbolize the typewriter, but interesting. What board are we looking at? This is called the Rene, I believe, the Rene 65 by Rational Keys. I do have to admit, I kind of like this back over here. I just don't. I wish they just made this a solid piece instead of just standing right in the middle. Oh, you know what else this might happen with this keyboard? It might tilt if you
Chat
put too much
interaction is
pressure
hard,
on the
okay?
left or right side. It might pivot.
It'll be
I
fine.
don't. I
The
don't know.
triangle is the
I'm
most robust shape in nature. Okay?
I'm getting scuffed Dolch Puck vibes from this. What do you mean by that, Soren? Would you recommend the NK87 entry or the Keychron Q1? They both cost the same in my region. I would wholeheartedly recommend the NK87 entry level. I think that is a great keyboard for the price. Probably not. I mean, honestly, you have to do more work to get the Q1 to sound good. Just get the NK87. What's this, Soren? What are you linking me? It's gonna pop up on stream. This better not be nothing sus. I don't want to click it right now.
It's gonna be weeb
If I can
shit.
trust Soren. Oh, this one. Okay, never mind. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely getting some vibes for that too. The center curve probably looks like the lettering bay. A little. I mean, I can kind of guess that. It's supposed to be with the paper coming out of it. I guess. I guess. Interesting. What's the poll at?
It's not looking good. It's not looking good. For me, at least.
Show results.
84% bad, 15% good.
So I have a question for all of you guys. What's and this I think this is good knowledge to learn too. Like, what's keeping you guys away from saying this is like something you'd probably purchase? Like, what's the main driving factor? Is it simply the way it looks? The price? Well, we don't know the price yet, so we can't say the price yet. I'm assuming it would probably be a little bit more expensive. Too chunky? Q2 as good as all the reviewers say? I have no idea. I'm going to build one later on. Well, assemble one. I have no idea if it's good or not. The middle thing? Okay, so it's probably the way it looks. Like, I had a feeling this is probably not a keyboard for everybody. That's why I think the MOQ is a little high. Looks pretty thick, so I don't know about that. Ugly design. Doesn't look very attractive for modern setups. These are fair points. The price? Well, we don't know the price yet. We don't know the price yet, so we can't say the price. I like the way it looks, but it doesn't speak to me enough. That's fair. Simon Oto's Keeb. Okay, now that Simon doesn't have to lie, what's his honest opinion about it?
Oh god,
Simon,
it's
what's your honest
terrible.
opinion?
It's terrible.
Is
Throw it in,
looks wise, or is it just
throw it
everything?
in the dumpster and light my eyeballs on fire. So
I do appreciate that they did
it's a
something different.
no-namer coming in. The case design is really, really, what's the word? Archaic. Everything is too thick. There's not much going on. It looks like something an 8-year-old designed, I'll be honest with you. And I mean that in the worst way possible, okay? I don't know.
I
It's
will
just
say,
painful.
again, not to be overly positive, but it is something different, and I do appreciate that it's something different. I just, to be completely honest, I don't think this is the right like market for something like this. I think that these old school, like you guys have maybe seen some of those like typewriter vibe-ish keycaps on like Amazon. You know what I mean? I think that's probably the vibe and something maybe cheaper than a custom. I just don't know if it's like I said, I don't know if this is going to market very well. I don't know if this hits anyone's like interest very well, especially in well, you can say like our corner of the hobby, right? It looks like I mean, I think it would be better suited as something maybe plastic,
Architect,
right?
lawyer, jeweler. Talk about the worst combination. Too soon. All right. Shall we move to the next one?
Next one.
All right.
What is the next
I'll
one?
I'll be arguing against this. It is the Rikia, and you'll
Wait,
be
what?
arguing
That's not the
for.
next one. Oh, it is. Fuck. I missed it.
Wait, are you seeing like invisible things?
No. I had my cursor over the Rene and I didn't realize that. Anyways, doesn't matter. I got it. We're good.
Where's my
The
detective hat?
Rikia.
I fucking knew it. Okay, nobody tell Alex. He doesn't know. All right.
What?
Nothing. So we'll
Oh,
we'll
okay.
we'll we'll go through this. Against your four, we'll flip once we go through for who goes first.
Wait, we're flipping again?
No. We'll go through it, but we flip for who goes
Oh,
first, even though like
okay.
our positions are set in stone till the end.
So I've actually already seen this, Simon, because someone linked this to me because they did my copy pasta on it of when I yelled at Tao.
Nice. All right.
Yeah, but instead they yelled at someone else.
Here,
So this is the Rikia.
you can read the big old block of text.
Hello, I'm Rick. Here's the Rikia. Rikia is an Alice style compatible with existing USB-C Alice PCBs and plates. Board designed at the request of a good friend to soothe the pain from a certain failed group buy that he bought into. The board is a top mount and consists of a PC top with either copper or aluminum bottom. I never intended to offer this board to the public and I'm still undecided given the cost. But a lot of people have requested it and so I'm gauging interest in a public sale. It's over £10 completed. Wait, we want to see Simon? Can you not see Simon? Huh? What do you guys mean by that? Almost all of that being the absolute massive slab of copper on the bottom. Exotic materials plus low run production is not a recipe for affordable boards, but if enough people love this design, I am happy to run it. Copper and all metal prices have risen exorbitantly in the past 2 years. I designed the board as as an homage to, is it homage or homage, whatever the fuck it is, to
Homage
the
is the French
homage.
way, but homage is the English way.
Okay, Chozo usually yells at me for my English, so it's all right. To the Alice board, and on the preference of a friend expecting to pay insane prices for his own vision. It was not designed to be produced efficiently or economically. The price is here, and the IC reflects. Oof. If there is a huge interest in the board, I might consider doing a less limited run, but I'm not optimistic in that being feasible. Knee Deep and I have already been in talks doing a limited patina, or of the copper or aluminum. We're thinking 5 pieces to be sold alongside the GB. Okay, so we can move on to the current status. I have a prototype and it's unhinged and is excellent, very satisfied. Okay. Gallery. Okay. You guys can see. £10 though. Damn. But did he say 10 kilos or 10 pounds?
10 pounds. 10
10
kilos would
pounds.
be insane.
Yeah, that'd be absolutely insane. Is there a price?
Oh yeah, keep scrolling.
Copper bottom is $1,250 plus shipping.
Good luck, Alex.
Yo, damn. And aluminum bottom is $600. I'm for this?
Good luck. See ya. What do you say? You ready?
Yeah, let's flip. This is gonna be a hard one. Okay. All right. What do you you want to call it?
Yeah, heads.
Heads. You get to pick.
All right. You go first. Fuck it.
All right. So for this, if you guys, if you guys were very salty about the Rukia and really wanted something like this, then this might be the keyboard for you if you have some extra change in your wallet. Um, if you guys are into the materials being used here, I mean, they did state that this is something they never planned on running, and they happen to have some people say that they would like to buy this. So okay, we can give them the credit for that. I will give them the credit for that too, because it seems like this is just something that they're like, all right, enough people are asking me for it. I've been in that position with certain things too, maybe not in the keyboard hobby, but um, they did state this is going to be expensive. They did. I don't know if this is a positive or not, but they did inform everyone that this is going to be a complicated design and therefore the prices reflect that. Okay. Um they have a prototype in hand. They're saying that's good. It's polycarbonate if you guys are into polycarbonate. It is a low run. Low runs usually have higher prices. Again, I don't really know if that's a positive or not, just simply stating a fact. It has a McLovin Alice or uses the Alice stuff there, so that's not too bad if you already have something from an old Alice board. That's all I have. Your turn, Simon.
You sure?
That's it. I mean, it looks nice. It's an Alice. There's the B. You know, that's all I have. Your turn.
All right. Well, Alex, I appreciate your input, dude. but you're always so fucking positive, man. Honestly, man.
You were waiting to say that, huh?
This is the one thing I fucking hate about streaming
Oh,
sometimes.
are you doing the copy
Because you always
pasta?
have this one guy that just needs to be super fucking positive all the time when you stream. Like, I appreciate your input, dude, but like, my God, I never see negative stuff come from you. It's always just like being nice to people, liking
It
things.
would have worked if I wasn't negative to go first.
Even in Marcia's chat one time too. It's just so fucking tiring, bro. Like, honestly, it honestly is, dude. I understand that you want the product and stuff like that, but you don't have to be so goddamn fucking positive, man. Like, it really is fucking tiring to hear. Fuck. It's so boring to hear the same shit over and over again from the same people. You like things. Cool. Maybe find a worse hobby. Fuck. And that's how much free time I have to kill while still telling you that this is a terrible, terrible fucking keyboard. Okay, so one of the weakest things that you can ever come into this hobby with is a straight up clone. And this is a straight up clone. You look at the proportions, you look at the mounting areas, you look at the layout. This is a fucking Alice. No doubt about it. Okay, sure, they changed the bottom just enough to not get bitch slapped by TGR. But $600 for an Alice, even at 20 units, even if you're making 5 units.
Simon's Discord froze, everybody. Is he
Oh.
still live on his stream?
Wait, no, I call shenanigans.
No. Wait, tell Simon to wait. Tell Simon to wait.
Shenanigans.
Did his stream freeze, chat?
No, it's fine.
Oh no.
I'm still here.
Poor Simon.
You're lying. I can see you, bro. I can see you seeing me.
His anger shut the Discord servers down. He's still going?
I'm really
what
not.
Timing? Tell Simon to wait. Tell Simon to wait. He's still live? Oh, Jesus.
Ugh.
You know how long, by the way, chat, it took us to get Discord working? Because
I got
Legion stuff was so
sabotaged.
stupid. I don't know what to do here. He's ranting at you because he can hear you. He can hear me, but
Yeah,
I can't hear him.
yeah.
I don't know what to do to fix this. Simon.
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you again.
Yeah,
All right, what were you
I restarted everything.
talking about after you said just
I-
not enough to get
I-
TGR.
I heard all your words. So where I was is at $600, even for 20 units, even for 5 units, $600 for just an aluminum 2-piece design. You can go fuck yourself. Honestly, it's uninspired. You made another Alice clone of an Alice clone, and you're trying to sell it for $600 fucking dollars. Now there is no argument on earth you can make for a 2-piece simple aluminum to be $600, and then $1,250 for copper. Copper's not that fucking expensive to machine. Realistically, it's slightly cheaper than brass. $1,250 is insane. Fuck that. Fuck this. Honestly, fuck this. And then, like, why do you call it the Rikia? Like, do you know what you're doing? We all know what you're doing, okay? And if I'm gonna spend $600 on an Alice clone, the very least you can do is buy me a fucking ice cream machine. That's it. That's my notes.
I mean, it's no secret that I joined in on the Rukia, and I'm very salty about the whole situation with it. So you guys already know my feeling about the Rukia. So without trying to go into there, I guess. Okay, first of all, wait. Do we want people to vote before I start talking about my opinion? Yeah, let's vote. Let's vote, chat. Wait, did you make it? Do we need to make another straw?
Yeah, I got it. Hold tight.
Simon's the best.
Oh, you
All right.
clip it. Evidence. There we go. Save that
Copy.
for when I inevitably fucking disagree with Alex on the dumbest shit.
So what happened with the Rukia? It's a long. I wouldn't suggest just going through the Geek Hack thread and reading through comments, but like my experience with it was poor communication. Completely, like probably one of the poorest communication GBs I've ever been in. And just like lies, like blatant lies.
Was there actually blatant lies? Because I don't follow like keyboard drama. I just know that like there's delays.
Dude, it's just it was like here's my problem, and I think I've mentioned this in my stream with like being transparent with where you are. It was regardless of the skiff, like let's just pretend like let's just put aside the ice cream machine shit because like that's again we don't know, and I don't think an ice cream machine's that fucking expensive,
Bro.
But, like
they get pricey.
I guess for really fancy ones, but like the problem was we were given dates of when things would happen. The date would come, it would be like radio silence. And then again, we were given dates of okay, there's a delay. Now new date. This went on for like months and months and months and months and months. And I lost confidence in the project because there was nothing of the project tangible to show me after all that time. And that's my problem when you don't have tangible proof that you're doing something. Like to take a picture in front of a CNC machine wasn't tangible proof for me. Like that doesn't mean anything. You know, playing devil's advocate, I guess, or playing like the worst card possible, you could have went
What price would
into
be
any
fair?
sort of shop and taken a picture of the CNC machine.
400, give or take.
So for me, it just wasn't enough. And I lost a lot of confidence in that particular group buy. Simon muted. He muted himself. He's talking
No,
on
no,
his
we're
chat.
good. We're good.
So that's why. But skiff, even skiff stuff aside, I don't know enough about skiffs. Like I've learned stuff about skiffs now, but like even that aside, like that shouldn't even be like an excuse for a project. I just lost confidence in the group buy, and that's why I really tell people who come to me for advice on when they're running their first projects. Let me move this center. What to do? Be honest with the people that you're talking to.
Yeah.
Be honest with your customers. Like, dude, the number one thing that anyone has to know in any job they ever get, anytime ever, is there's going to be some level of customer service you need to do in almost every single job. All right, every single job. So if you can't even do that like basic amount, it's tough. It's really tough to have confidence in someone.
All right. Alex, enough milking it. We're 36 minutes in. We've only done 2 links.
Oh shit. Okay, so my opinion on this, I don't know. I think this is just too expensive. The one thing that kind of made me
Do
feel
I think
not
the
so great was
NK87 is better than the
I
Keychron
think if they did
Q1?
want to
I've
run
never tried
this
either,
in
so
the
I'm not sure.
public, I think they would need to go in and probably fix the stuff that they know is expensive to machine to make the board more tangible price wise.
They
That's my
need to
one thing.
fix the order of their neurons and go back in time and realize this was a bad fucking idea to begin with.
Yeah, like I think that's like the main thing that goes, oh, okay, so this is not feasible to run right now because it's going to be expensive because it's complicated. Uncomplicate it.
No,
Um,
I have to be for this. No.
they said that this was supposed to be a private buy to begin with. I know they said that. But again,
No.
if you're going to run something to the public, I know they're giving that disclaimer, but I do feel like you should make it easier to machine. Uh, Alex, you look better in Simon's stream than you look in yours. What? I do. All right, what's this one here? The San Toko.
All right. The Santuco is a 40% column staggered keyboard with prioritized support for track point, also known as pointer stick, also known as a few other things, type devices. Quick picks, my daily driver. Okay, so he's got a prototype. Is that a scroll wheel?
I've
Is
never.
that's literally a scroll wheel just from a mouse, just chilling there.
It's kind
Okay.
of cool though. Is
Here
that
he
also a
is
little?
in a weird place. Here he is on a plane. Here it is
Oh,
on
someone's
bubble
right.
wrap.
This does kind of look like Batman.
Yep. All right,
This
so
looks like
highlights. Track point, prioritized design, not an afterthought. Dedicated mouse click buttons, easily usable with your thumbs, are located on both sides of the board. Keep your typing and your mousing mentally separated without leaving the home row! Exclamation. Split or compact. The two halves separate as needed at home or at your office with a big desk. Spread out and use it in split mode. On a flight or at the coffee house, push the halves together and use in compact mode. Mouse scroll wheel. Use the mouse scroll wheel for whatever you want. I like to use it on a mouse to scroll through long documents. No way. OLED, a minor but helpful feature to help you know what your board is thinking. Lightweight and low profile. This is a go anywhere board, no brass weights in your carry on bag. Oh my god, there's still so many words. All right, I'm just gonna
we can
scroll
just
till I
skip
see a
it. We can just
price.
skip it. Yeah.
Price TBD.
Ugh.
But initial goal is to 3D print the case and parts. However, if there's enough interest, there's a future possibility to have real injection molded parts. Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So you're for this, right?
Yes, sir. We got to flip on
All
who
right.
goes
Well,
first.
All right, I'll be the person. I'm gonna do heads. Let's see. Heads. All right, you go first.
Okay,
Do
sweet.
some positive stuff.
Oh boy,
Where is it? Where is it? Where's the
I
board?
sure love being positive.
The best.
All right. So 40% column staggered keyboard with support for trackpoint. So I've recently been building a low profile keyboard that is very similar, and I have
Oh,
had a
cool.
very uplifting experience building it. And it was very good to learn a lot of new things. I'm going to be honest, I made someone else do it. Okay. So I had a great time. I drank some wine. I mean, looking at it, it looks pretty cool. There's actually like dedicated mouse buttons, like aside from the keycaps, which is pretty cool, as well as the
Yeah.
track point and the scroll wheel, which like goddamn, it's got a screen, so apparently it can tell you what it's feeling. So if I had one, I'd just have it say, kill all humans.
No, I think yours would just be a gator or a gator. I think yours would
Yes.
just be a gator, dude.
I mean, listen, it looks simple enough. It's a fun little thing. You can tell it's a passion project. The nice thing is we don't scroll down and see, oh, in this particular week, I plan to sell this for this many money, and here are all the vendors and all the collaborations. So at least like it's a project that comes from the heart, most definitely.
Hmm.
And it's what's the word? It's very inclusive of the DIY nature of the hobby. In places like Japan, for example, people love shit like this because like the hobby is very different. In the West, we're all about, oh, let me buy the biggest, shiniest, heaviest keyboard to flex on all my friends with. But in the East, they're like, hey, bro, let me actually build something nice. And this is something nice. The design has come together nicely. Obviously, I will say that if parts of this were open sourced, I would feel a lot better about it. But already you can tell just through the nature of this project that it's very likely that this thing's going to end up getting open sourced. So I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Like, I'm going to be honest. Like, is this a layout I would personally use? No. Is it bad? No, not at all. Like, I definitely see the point to having something like this and having like a super super light mobile board instead of taking an HHKB or like a standard 40%. This thing like fits anywhere, which is actually pretty dope. So as long as the price point is cheap, which it should be because it's going to be just 3D printed and then a PCB, then I think this is freaking awesome.
Yeah. This is gonna be kind of okay. So against the one of the major things that I can see right now, and I don't think I saw anything about them saying this wouldn't happen. I believe this is just a ribbon cable connecting the two boards. Um, I feel like that's kind of delicate. Uh, I don't know if I like the ribbon cable being there, but I mean, I understand their whole it connects out and connects in. I would like to see how sturdy that is too. It is 3D printed, so I don't know if that will have any sort of like wear or how this connects together very well. That'd be my only real concern about this whole board. And then the only other thing they mentioned here was a bit more expensive than budget 40%, but I don't really know how much that would be. I don't foresee that being huge. Again, I would like to see some sort of estimate there. But the only big concern I really have is that ribbon cable. I just feel like that's kind of delicate just in case something happens. I'll be honest, I don't really have a whole lot of negatives against.
Come on, Alex.
I really don't. The design might not be for everyone. This is not something that I don't think a lot of people. I don't think again this is probably going to market very well to the majority of the hobby, but yeah,
Alex,
I don't
come
know. I
on.
don't.
Let the hate flow through you.
I actually, don't really have a whole lot to hate on this. There's really not much. I actually kind of think it's to be kind of real with you. The biggest concern is the ribbon cable. That's it. That's the biggest concern. Be negative. I actually don't have much to be negative about. Maybe the OLED's a little gimmicky. I don't know if, like, again, you're gonna use OLED like on the go, but that's really it. That's really it, guys. Guys, if I really didn't like it, I'd tell you. But I actually can see people probably like getting into something like this. Something to be negative about doesn't come with keycaps. I mean, but what keyboard really does in the custom hobby? Um, it's flimsy plastic. Roman, but I mean, they stated it's going to be 3D printed, and we've seen 3D printed keyboards though. Alex is Anakin and Simon is Sidious. Wait, does that mean I eventually turn bad and then
Of
good
course you
again
do.
for a brief second? But that's really it, guys. There's really not too much I can problem with this board. I would like to see the scroll wheel too. How nicely that spins. And you totally missed it. He muted himself. I didn't hear that. Also, 3D print is better than acrylic. Come at me.
Okay, I guess we're getting at someone. It's not better.
And
It's
before Alex throws Simon into a bottomless pit. Oh yeah, that's eventually what I do too as Anakin. I throw you into a bottomless pit, Simon.
yeah, but I know it's coming.
Roman's comment, read it again. No, I'm not gonna read it again. I don't want to read that. I don't like how acrylic feels. Yeah. Honestly, I like how positive you are. I mean, like I'm trying to be not negative in like a mean spirited way. I'm trying to like actually think of things like what I don't like about this. And the only thing I truly don't like about it is the ribbon cable. That's it. Ribbon cables can be very finicky and kind of delicate if you do something. Like imagine you like someone pulls on it by accident. That would be the biggest concern.
You just put it back, bro.
Oh, what if it tears?
I mean, it's very rare for it to like tear in the middle. Normally, it'll just slip out of the hole, and you can just put it back in.
I
I've
don't
worked a
know
lot
how
with ribbon
hard this
cables,
clamp. Yeah. Okay.
but also like if it were to be open sourced, hypothetically, then essentially you could just swap it for MMCX or whatever. Not MMCX, TRSS.
I was gonna say they have MMCX keyboards.
No, that's only 2 pins. That's not enough, bro. All right, share your link on your side. I can tell
Oh
that
shit! I didn't
your
even do
people are
that.
not voting.
Where
There's
is it?
another option in there just to keep my chat happy. That option is I am a weeb. So if you are a large weeb, just pick that one.
I was a large weeb, but now there's been not many animes I've been too into.
Holy shit, Alex is a reformed weeb. I didn't think it
Not
was
much these
possible.
days. Like I don't know. I kind of lost interest like 2 or 3 years ago, but I was kind of really. I was buying like figures and everything too. I was really into it. And now there's like
Damn.
1 or 2 animes like per season. I'm like, I'll give this a go. Big Poppy says, I can link a Reddit post I made to maybe get more views on it. I have a problem. I need a big help and no comments on the post. Big Poppy, that's self promo. There's a place in Discord for that. Discord if you want to do that,
Come to my
but
Discord
not
and
on the
post
stream
it
though.
so we can ban you.
Yeah, you can do it in my Discord in the self promo, but I would not do it on stream. Okay, there are officially more 40 degens here. I mean, dude, you know, I think there's like a good portion of people who actually like 40s who aren't degens. Okay, maybe a small portion, but like there are people who like 40s legitimately. I have a 40 I like using. Where is it? Somewhere over there.
The
I don't
simple
mind using
fact that
it.
you can't find it proves that you mind.
Well, it's Bluetooth. I installed a battery on it and I've been using it for my laptop.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Even if it's not regarding content of mine, it's basically a question. If you have a question, you can ask it here. Not a lot of options though. Uh, yeah, 40s they're not like I guess readily available. What 40 do I have? I have two. I have a Timo. I have the Alex 40 by Tokyo Keyboards. That was a really cool. I really like that project. And then I have one more, but that one there I don't use. The other 40 I don't use because it has like a weird layout.
All right, let's
Oh,
go.
who won? I guess what
Well,
do people
there
say?
are no winners and losers. We just do a little better each time. Most people do like it if we exclude the majority of people that are weeps.
I'm gonna be honest. From my perspective, I think this is a pretty solid, cool project. Like I actually kind of think it's neat. It has so much in it, so I like it. It's pretty neat. I would like to see the price though. If it's too expensive, I might say like, yeah, this might be a miss. But I think it's neat. What do you think? Honest opinion.
Honest opinion, most projects like that, like actual like, passion projects are things I do appreciate. Like even if it's a
Yeah,
layout I would never ever fucking use, whatever. It's fuel for the fire of like the goodness of the hobby. I would
yeah.
prefer to see a million of those versus one cash grab 75% top mount keyboard.
I think this is cool. I think this is a neat little project. All right, next up. What the hell's this? How do you pronounce this? Mugen? Mugen? Oh, is that why you said 75% top mount? It's because the next
What?
keyboard?
I've no idea what you're talking about.
All right. So this is the Mugen. I'm doing for this. Simon's against. All right. I'll read this out really quick. The Mugen was born from. Am I pronouncing this right? By the way, you guys.
It could be
Mugen.
Mugen. It could be Mugen.
Mugen. Okay, we'll just say Mugen. Was born from the curiosity of seeing whether I can design my own keyboard for my own aesthetic flair. Okay. I want a design that can be eye-catching, but also wasn't too over the top. The Mugen aesthetic shows an interesting mid-accent, but when viewed from the front, it's all about business and simplicity. If there was a keyboard, if there was a keyboard in mullet form, this would be it. Mujin? It means infinite. Okay. I've been a fan of keyboards in mid-accent, and I just worked with the side profile, which has been an integral piece since day one of the design process. I'm also a big fan of 75% layout. Personally, it's a good layout without having the size of a TKL, but having nearly as much functionality. The Mugen keeps it simple without having as many keys. Okay, blah 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 blah. Mugen, when translated from Japanese to English, means infinite or infinite. The name is more symbolic in nature than literal when it comes to its design. All right. Interesting. All right. Why does it symbolize it? I don't care. Let's just move on. Um, all right. I'm for this. Mugen. Mugen. Okay, so it's not a G. Okay. All right, Simon. You flipped the coin this time.
No, no, I called last time. No, you called last
Did
time.
I called last time, yeah.
Okay. Give me heads.
Wait, it's hard G sound? I fucking read it wrong, chat. Okay, Mugen. God fucking care. Damn it, rather. Okay, I'm you're calling rather? Okay, I'm flipping. You're doing
Heads.
heads?
Yep.
Let's do it. Heads. Is this thing rigged?
Everything is
Everyone's
rigged
just been
out.
winning. Yeah, everything's rigged. All right.
I'll go
What do you want?
first. I'll go first.
Okay.
All right. So
Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
I do harbor a little bit of a bias over 75%, and you guys do have to understand that. We all have our preferences. I think that 75 as a layout is just painful to use. Maybe
Interesting.
you guys are 75% enjoyers, but just like the whole concept of 75 is very, very pointless. Like you're essentially eating up TKL space, but losing a lot of TKL functionality. Especially when you start throwing in blockers and separating the arrows and the nav, you're just saving space for the sake of then adding more space and accomplishing nothing. I don't know. That's just my take. So in terms of
Fair,
design,
fair.
there isn't much going on. It's uniform bezels, more or less, if you ignore the arrows. Obviously, in the very first render, you can tell here that the literal model doesn't even actually fit together in his modeling software. Which, yep, love to see it. Uh, you know,
Sorry, where which one is that, Simon? The very first render?
the third picture. Look at the bottom
Oh.
right.
I see that. Okay.
Yeah, I
Damn.
mean, the bottom looks
That's some
fine,
deep
but it's
dive.
just a two-piece aluminum, especially with a copper mid, is going to sound pretty fucking bad. You generally don't want to use any source. Generally, most boards with mid pieces like this, I'm referring specifically to like the E6 V2, things that went with like a brass or a copper mid piece, all sounded like shit historically. So this might sound okay, but it probably won't. It's fairly simple. I don't see much going on. It's using an STM32 MCU, which is fine as long as it comes flashed. If it doesn't come flashed, then good fucking luck flashing it. Uh, I don't see like much going on here. There really isn't much going on here. There's no pricing, there's no targets. It's just, hey, I'm a big weeb and I made a 75% because I'm coping with some random 75% loss. Which, okay, that's fine. You're allowed to do that. I'm not going to be a dick about it. I'll be a little bit of a dick about it. There is a mounting point very, very, very close to the spacebar, and that's generally a big no-no. Also, if we look at the mounting points on the bottom, it's kind of really sus. There's just one on the far left, one right next to the spacebar, and one not even all the way to the right. Meaning, if you were to press down on the sorry, you guys can't see on my screen. If you were to press down on the bottom right arrow, you'd actually get really weird uneven flex. So it's very clear that the person who actually designed this board has no fucking idea how to design a keyboard. I'm against this, right? I'm not for this.
You're against this. You're against this.
Okay, because
Imagine I'm like, no, actually.
I've just been sharing my thoughts the whole time.
Yeah, go. You're good. You're good.
I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, this is like trying to innovate for the sake of trying to innovate. You're not doing anything special. You're just adding more fucking, e-waste and terrible fucking environmental impact from, extruding and machining aluminum. For what? For this? We are slightly destroying the planet a tiny little bit for this. I'm not okay with that. The amount of environmental impact that this fucking shitty ass keyboard is going to have is not worth the actual damage it does to the globe. Literally, just make one for yourself and don't even try and sell more. That's my take. You can have yours, Alex.
I disagree with the 75. I know even one of my mods, Chozo, was like, I agree with your 75% take, but like, I think there is a market for 75s width-wise. I know it's not very much smaller, but it does usually mimic a 65. I like 75s personally. I like the design they went with on the side. I don't necessarily love that it was implemented, but I do appreciate the accent piece being there. What else? I'm gonna be honest with you. This is one of those things where I don't have a lot. I actually don't mind this like bottom corner over here on the bottom render. I think it's pretty neat. It's probably gonna be kind of expensive for all this stuff over here, but yeah, honestly, I appreciate the design. I understand this is this person's first iteration of a keyboard. There's gonna be feedback. I hope they learn from the feedback as well. I
Thank you,
appreciate
20.
it.
And thank you, Noob Chopper.
But that's really about it. Again, I would like to see more info on. Oh, they did actually have something over here. I forgot about that. I was just looking at that. So they did say that on early drafts, I indeed have to go all the way down, and the internal structure of the keyboard was significantly different. The gap there stopping the mid accent is design choice.
Woo.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
So
that's code for I fucked up so bad and there's no going back. It has to be.
Let's go ahead and do the things. I actually want to share my actual thoughts on this. Let's go ahead and do the.
Are we voting?
Let's do the. Yeah, let's do the voting. Let's do the voting.
All right, let me make a strong.
Other than like, I like the way it looks. There's not much else I can really attribute to the conversation here. Hope you check out his YouTube. It's a little different. What happened? We're talking about Simon. My OCD will allow that gap. Yeah, the gap's a little bit weird. Oh, did you put it in chat, Simon?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
There you go. Simon, you ruined my opinion of keyboards in a good way. Alex has a nice sweater. What do you mean?
Hey,
Are those two related?
I appreciate the nice sweater comment. Very kind of you.
Vono, thank you for the 12 months. Catman Scott, thank you for the 20 months.
That keyboard.
Check prototype album. There's a prototype album? There is. Okay. Oh, yeah. It's probably so good.
Simon? At the very bottom? Oh,
it's near the top.
Yeah, I found it.
Look, he put a switch in the way so you can't fucking see. He's literally hiding the truth from us. Where can I vote?
Okay.
It was in chat. I'll post it again. There you go.
I'll give you guys like 1 minute, then I want to like speak candidly on this.
Wow. It's not enough weebs.
All right, fuck it. Can I speak now?
Oh, yes, please.
Okay. My honest thoughts with this. Again, I really appreciate the design that guy's done. I understand that you're trying. I 100% appreciate that, and I understand that like you're trying to implement something that you want. 100%. Like, never want to for people to stop being creative in their own ways. Never against that. I do think there is some stuff I would work on here. Like, I do think the implementation of these feet are a little bit weird. Having 2 feet realistically both vertically on the same sides doesn't really. It's probably not going to do much. You can probably save yourself some time by just only including one longer one on both sides or on the top and bottom.
I
I
think
don't
that's
really see
actually
the
like the
point.
best part. That is the one actual like cool thing he's done.
You like it?
There's so obviously like he didn't do it for this reason, but if you do this, you actually make like kind of weird acoustics, which is quite interesting to do because a full strip is not the same as having a unique strip on the
Interesting.
back and the front. And if you separate the front and the back, then you actually create a slightly different sound environment. It's so fucking
Interesting.
minor, and it'll probably only work on like a flat, hard surface like a table. But
Yeah.
at least I don't think they've done it intelligently, like for a reason. I think they just did it because it's cool. But it does have an effect if you were to actually do that in a design.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, I think aesthetically, it's just not my cup of tea. And again, guys, just a little disclaimer too. If you guys love the way this looks, that's on you. Like, everyone's gonna do it. Everyone thinks of design differently. I agree with Simon on the plate part. I do think that adding a mounting point underneath the spacebar. I mean, you guys have heard me say it's a big no-no. It typically makes the spacebar either sound super flat or feel weird or feels uneven. I would just move those. You can put them literally where the Alt key is on both sides. Usually that works just fine. Uh, I think the gap. Listen, I get that you put the gap there on purpose. I just don't think that's going to resonate very well. Like, again, from a marketing your project standpoint, I don't think that'll resonate very well with the majority of people who are kind of interested in this. I really, really don't.
Oh,
Other than
thank
that,
you.
again,
The
I
14
like the side
months. Let's
profile. I
fucking
think that
go.
looks cool. Um, but I just think that the gap needs to go.
All my years of
That's it.
commenting
I
collab
think it looks. I think it looks cool. I honestly do.
have
I
paid
really like
off.
the way the
Yep.
bottom. This kind of looks very, very neat. What IEMs are these? Don't buy these IEMs. They're
Yeah.
very uncomfortable, Charlie. They're Sony IER Z1Rs. I bought them because they had really good reviews. I ignored purposely, like I turned a blind eye to all the people who said these feel like crap in your ears, and I bought it anyways, and I kind of regret it. But it is what it is. Like, again, I don't know if this is going to be cheap at all. I
All right,
really don't think
let's look
so.
at the right shift.
The,
That looks like a standard 1.75.
the right shift.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks standard. It looks standard. My piece of advice, like my honest piece of advice for this designer, if he ever watches this, I would do your best to get rid of that gap. That's gonna be like number one. And then the plate would be the next big thing. Those are my 2 things that I would suggest
Fuck,
working
that is
on.
a
The
1.5.
plate, it is.
Yeah. The right shift is a 1.5. That is very sus. That is very sus. Okay, we've seen enough. So the
I don't
majority
know.
of
Soren
people
says the
say
easiest fix would be. Oh, okay, go on. Sorry.
the majority of people say that this is not nice.
Mm.
And
Again, I just think it needs some work. It just needs a little bit of work.
it
But
does.
other than that, I appreciate the wanting to add your own flair of style. I really do.
Yes. All right, let's go.
What's up next?
The JER 1800.
Ooh, an 1800. Ooh, I have to be against this.
Yep. Good luck, Alex.
Damn it! Damn
Ah,
it! Actually, okay.
so
All
I'm
right.
getting all the easy ones. That's not true. I've had to argue for a lot of fucked up ones. Okay. All right. Hello, everyone. I am the designer of JER. I have always been fond of simple retro keyboards. That's true. For me, the feeling of an excellent retro keyboard is not excitement, but touching. Okay. It may lack gorgeousness, but it is precisely plain and simple, which impresses me. So it is a G80 1800, but in aluminum. Cool. So time Jan 13th. That's in the past. Quantity is rather
What?
small.
Oh,
23 white, 20 gray, 21 in 3007, and 29 in 3077. Nice. That's NCR colors. Price is $570. Let's scroll down and see if there's a brass weight. There is. Okay, there's a weight in there. So the price isn't absolute nonsense, but it is a little bit on the high end. That's kind of okay. JERs in general have been relatively higher priced than similar boards coming out of China, but they have been pretty fucking good. It's in stock, isn't it? Oh yeah, all kits will be shipped out 1 week after the sale is finished. That's not bad. Okay, and then I assume it's all e-coat. It looks like it's all e-coat.
Looks like that.
Yeah, it's just the colors. Okay. Let's
Let's flip our
let's
coin here.
Yep, you're calling it.
All right, flipping. I'm called tails. It's heads. You get to pick.
I mean, I went first last time. You can go first this time.
I'm against, right?
Yes, you are against this keyboard.
Man. Thank you, Fluffy. I appreciate your tier 1, dude.
Thank you, Magister. Thank you, Wind. Both of you for the eggplants.
Damn
I
it.
love it.
I wasn't thinking against when I was looking at this. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Simon.
Will this talk? Yes.
I don't know what to say against this. Why do I get to, I do get the tough ones, huh, chat? For against.
Oh, come on. Confirmation bias. Confirmation bias.
I mean, okay. Maybe the price point will deter some people from getting this. I don't know what to say.
No, you have to figure it out. You got 3 minutes. I
got 3 minutes.
I'm gonna go grab water. So good luck.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Every time I'm watching your stream. Oh no, Alex, you become a meme hater even if you don't believe it. Thing is, so like, listen, I'm trying to be critical, right? Is there a plate? Do they have a plate that's available to look at here? I'm trying to be critical. Thank you, Steve. I appreciate it, dude. To be against, the Austin layout is better. I think that's preference, though. No, wouldn't you think that's preference? But thank you so much for the tier 1, though. It's PCB mounted. It's plateless. Oh, is it? Okay, so it's plateless. So where is it mounting? Is it gasket, or is it just putting it on the? I'm assuming it's gasket then. Check the video really quick at the very bottom. Typing sound. Damn it sounds pretty decent. I know you guys probably can't hear. So it comes with optional stab pads. Optional. Plateless top mount. Interesting. Okay, the only thing I really don't truly love is the two-tone colors, but I think that's subjective anyways. I've never really hugely been. If you guys hear all the smashing of things upstairs, it's just. Wait, is this USB? What do they plug in there at the back? Do they plug in a Limo cable? Ah, fuck, dude, this is tough. Given how much dumpster file of a dumpster fire the secondary market is for limited first come first serves really makes flipping more easy. I don't like the lack of via. Didn't look like a USB. Yeah, which might be a big negative to it. Looks like a Limo. I think this was Limo. I would like to see a picture of the USB or the PCB. I would like to see a picture of that.
All right, Alex, have you given up yet, or are you still going at it?
There's two things, I guess. I think this is. I'm trying to figure it out. I think this is mounted by Limo, or not mounted, but you have to use a Limo connector. It's not USB-C. That's what it kind of looks like in this video here, but I don't really have a good photo of the daughter board.
Historically, JERs all use panel mount Limo or aviation connectors.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see it right there now. So that might be a negative to some people who don't want to use a Limo or don't have access to one. If you like this keyboard, I truthfully don't love the two-tone colors. It looks like that's what they're offering here. But in the proto videos, they are using stab pads, or not stab pads, switch pads. So basically PE film. So there's just gonna be some marbly thockiness going on with this. But that's pretty much it. They include a cable. They include a Limo.
Yeah, yeah, of course they always have historically.
Oh wow, like a real Limo?
On and off, it depends.
Okay,
Like you might
that's
have
really
to
it
pay
then.
extra for a real one. Normally they use a different brand.
That's really it. I mean, they say their PCB uses B series firmware. I have no idea what that means. Um, Other than that, that's all I really have, guys. I'm sorry, this one here's tough.
For everybody saying rip i80, i80 is no longer this layout, by the way, and I haven't leaked what layout it is for a very particular reason. So don't worry about that. All right, let me share my
Go
thoughts.
for it.
Okay, so
Go for it.
JER, to date, historically, has always made very good G80 clones, like aluminum G80 clones. The JE06 was the original one. It was fantastic. Some people had issues with the cables or whatnot because I mean, yes, you are forced into using a panel mount aviation connector, but the whole point of a G80 or the whole point of an OG keyboard is to, embrace the OG. And there's nothing more OG than a big, thick ass connector you got to put in and out. Obviously,
Fair, fair.
you might disagree, and that's totally fine. Like, if you want USB
Yeah,
C,
yeah.
like, there is the NCR 80 from China for $80. And I'm
Oh,
pretty
Simon
sure they'll
froze
have.
again. Simon, you might have to
No,
restart your video or disconnect and
no,
reconnect.
balls.
I don't know why this is happening for poor Simon today. F's in chat for Simon.
No, don't F me.
Yeah, your boy, they do exist. Switch pads do exist. They're honestly so annoying to use though. Like they're not my favorite at all. It's basically an upgrade to in-stock NCR keyboards. Interesting. I don't know enough about that. I'm gonna be honest. My knowledge is super limited with that kind of stuff.
How do I refresh this?
What IM would you recommend for under $200?
How do I refresh?
Under $200, Moondrop areas. Moondrop areas are what I would
Oh, wait, he's back.
100% recommend.
He's literally back. Alex, can you hear me?
100% recommend that.
Wait, he's gone. Wait, he was just moving.
They're a very, very good IEM, to be completely honest with you guys. Hi, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Wait for Simon to come back, guys. Oh, there he is. I see him.
Am I back?
You're back.
Okay, I didn't do anything. All right. So, uh, pa, 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 pa. Generally, these are panel mount. Historically, JER has always made good keyboards. For the price, $570, considering like how much aluminum a G80 1800 actually is, and the fact that it has a brass weight, and the fact that it's in stock. Keep in mind, at $570, this is cheaper than a lot of 65% two-piece aluminums and FRL two-piece aluminums, and this is in stock. So it's not bad. As for the color combos, obviously it's playing off the NCR colors, but you can also go with a standard beige. It's very clean. It's very nice. It's a nice throwback to a G80. And just to anybody watching either me or Alex's stream, like, if you don't know what keyboard you should buy, you should fucking own a G80. Everyone should own a single G80 and a single Model M, just to understand the roots of like where this whole thing comes from. So like this is a very nice homage to the proper G80 1800, which is nice. G80s are out of production, right? Well, they still make them, but they're not the same. They're not the same. But
Fair,
like
fair.
go spend $50, get yourself a nice G80, and if you really really like it, then you can go much deeper into things like this where you spend the big bucks and you get like a properly done one. And historically they've been good. They've felt good, they've sounded good. And in the aftermarket, they haven't fetched like nonsensical sums, because people that want boards like these are people with like logic and brain cells that aren't gonna spend 5 times retail for a board, which means that even if you lack the chance to get in via the first come first serve raffle, you'll probably be able to get this on the aftermarket for very close to retail, which is a nice pro. I don't know. That's my take.
Fair. I think it's fair. Should we have them weigh in their opinions?
Yes.
Opinion time, everybody.
There will be no weeb for this particular link.
So, so Unwanted Muse, I have not tried the new IEM's the collab that he did. Um, so I don't really have. Thank you, Clone Attack, for linking the poll here. I appreciate that. Um,
It's okay. If you're a weeb, just let us know in chat. I'm just trying to figure out the logic of
the
what is okay
definition.
to
I
copycat
think
and
the
what isn't.
definition of weeb is so interesting, though. Like, what would you classify as anyone who likes anime, or is it like a particular point that you have to
Listen, there are
cross?
normal people that can watch anime and not have their entire life be about it. We consider those people normal people. If you're buying fucking waifu figurines and talking about who is the best girl and you have
Fuck.
an anime profile picture, then you
Fuck.
are a weeb.
Listen, guys, never bring my figurines on stream. They're from a few years ago, though.
Alex confirmed for weeb. Got him.
All right. So my thoughts on this, I actually really liked it. I low key like. I know I shouldn't because I did spend enough money on stuff already over the last few months. Low key want one of these.
It's nice.
Um,
It's actually really
it does
nice.
look really nice. I really like the way this looks.
So
It
this was
looks
gonna
very, very
be
nice.
this was gonna be the i80. Like I have the full design for this. Like it's done. But I was just like, fuck it. I want i80 to be something else.
Yeah. Like I really like it. It's really cool. I've been after something like an 1800 layout for a little while too. I just haven't picked anything up because nothing that's really spoken to me yet.
Bro, 1800
That's
is like
available.
mega
So
comfy to use.
yeah, I like this.
King Friday, thank you for the
Um,
10 months.
OG meaning for a weeb means obsessed with Japan. Yeah, no, it's for sure that that's definitely the line you cross. All right, you want to move on to the next one?
Yeah, the majority of people say this is good, which is
I think
good,
it's cool.
I guess. All right, let's move
So
on
next up, we
to
have the
this.
Gone Hacking Studio XLS, a seamless numpad. Okay. Um, da, 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 da. I'll read this one here out. It's a screwless seamless numpad by Gone Hacking Studios from Australia, composed of three keyboard enthusiasts sharing the same passion. Inspired by the Cherry G80 1800 with a modern twist, it's a minimalistic approach to a timeless classic design. Our aim is to be able to design bespoke mechanical keyboards without compromising quality. All right, the XLS has spots for the independent knobs. Damn, 4 rotary encoders. The layout can be customized to allow either a knob or a switch.
Mixie, thank you.
So there you guys go. Oh, this is yeah. So it's seamless. So it's like, wow, it's 3-piece. Yeah, it's seamless and screwless. So everything comes in from the inside. All right. How much is this? $290, and then TBA for special edition. Which, if it's like their last one, I don't remember the up cost of it, but I think the special edition means it's going to be in red. Um, aluminum polycarbonate, carbon fiber or brass plates, matte black. I don't know what kind of finish this means, but 1.6 millimeter PCB with flex cuts, sandblasted brass or optional gold and silver PBDing at a cost TBA. Oh, maybe that's going to be their special edition. I have no idea. And it's going to be 1.4 kilograms. Damn, it's a pretty heavy numpad. Okay, numpads are interesting because numpads. I've seen some go for very, very expensive. Like some people have designed some pretty expensive numpads. I mean, we saw the one from Laneware, which I mean, again, like I think the best way I can put this before we get too far into this, guys, is when it comes to what you guys are willing to spend for a design that you guys like. Obviously, that's up to you. But there is a certain point where even I'm like, damn, that's expensive. But yeah, what do you think, Simon? Should we start this up? I'm doing for this, I think, and you're doing against.
Correct. Let's flip and see who goes.
Where is the coin? Are you calling it?
I called the last one, I believe.
All right, I'm calling heads. Let's see what we get. I'm heads. All right, Simon, you go first. Let's see some negative stuff about this, or what you think against for the group I.
All
What I
right.
see.
All right, let's go. So first things first, like I walked in, I saw the design. I'm like, okay, it's not terrible. It's got a little bit going on, uh, pseudo HG sides, fine. Saw the branding in the back. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I can I'll survive with that. But then I see the same logo on the bottom left of the image, and I scroll down and I see another logo on the image. Why are you putting logos on your images, bro? I can literally just crop it and crop your image, like your logo out. This is something that really fucking annoys me. Do I need to see your logo right under your logo? I know it's you, bro. So like already you're trying to pass off as like some like super like advanced brand. You're already fronting in such a way in which you are so like certain of yourself being professional, and that kind of makes you look weak. But okay, let's look at the actual design. Like the actual design looks fairly simple until I realize, wait, why does it have two bottoms? Oh, because it's screwless. Why the fuck is it screwless? Now I understand for some boards, like some boards can have like a really classy bottom and you want to display the bottom and you want to make sure there are no screws visible on the bottom, and I get that. Sure. But it's a fucking numpad. Why are you going to go screwless on a numpad? The only thing you are doing is increasing the machining complexity and the price for everyone. Now, I was like, okay, listen, I'll give it another chance, until I went down and saw that it was $290. Are you fucking serious? You know who's working on a numpad? Gion is, to go alongside the frog. The entire frog itself is about this price point. So the numpad is not going to be this expensive, and it's going to actually match a decent keyboard that it goes with. Like, this is kind of insane. Like, sure, okay, it's super heavy, blah, blah, but like, there are some usage for boards that are heavy, and then some boards that should not be heavy. 40% should not be heavy. Numpads should not be heavy. They're all about, hey, I've got a niche use case. I'm going to put it on my desk just to use it, and then I'm going to get it off the desk, right? That's the basic logic behind, small boards like this. So why the fuck are you making it so heavy? Why is it nearly $300? And you're trying to meme with the 6.9-degree typing angle, which,
I
okay,
didn't even notice that.
like I don't even understand why. Why are you doing this? Like, are you serious or are you memeing? Because like I feel like you're serious, but then you're also memeing. I don't know. The price point for this absolutely makes this pointless. Generally, when people ask me, hey, Simon, what's a good numpad? I tell them, buy a Real Force numpad. Buy it from Japan for like 60 US dollars, and it will be the best numpad you will ever own. Yes, it has a cable on it, but then again, so does this. Right? This is not Bluetooth,
Would
right?
you say your main gripe would be the price point? Like, would that be like the biggest gripe, rather, not the main gripe, the biggest
I
gripe?
mean, it's one of the biggest gripes. Like the front height sits a little bit high, which means it's not going to match a lot of TKLs. It's literally only made to like actually fit the TKL that it was made alongside. Is it even a TKL? No, it's a
It's a
weird
75.
75%. But like it's
Yeah.
got the weirdest fucking side profile, front profile, like, and then it's $290. This is such a niche use case of I want something that's going to match this particular keyboard, and also willing to pay $300 for a numpad. E. I don't know. I'd
Okay.
just rather buy Gion's frog pad that's going to be literally less than half the price of this, and better historically, from like his history of actually producing shit instead of putting logos on your fucking promotional pictures. All right.
I
That's all
think
I have
I
to
think
say.
that's a little besides the point, Simon. But the logos and the pictures, whatever, I can deal with that. It's not a big deal to me.
It,
I think
it
for this, I know it might annoy you, but like, it's just a logo on a picture. It doesn't mean anything. Um, I think for this, I really like the design of this. I like the way this looks a lot. Um, the red, if red's not going to be their special edition color, looks really. I I like red. The design again, I like the design. I think that's the biggest selling point for. Um, it's a tough pill to swallow, and I know this is not going more on the positive side, but it's just I'm pointing out a fact here. When we just had something like the Mammoth, where is it? Somewhere on my desk. I don't know. Oh, right here. We had the Mammoth, so you Simon's people can see it too, which again kind of shares some of that design. It's not seamless, or I mean, it is screwless though. They did have the internal, and this was what 120, I believe. So obviously there is the option for something to be a little bit cheaper. I think the Mammoth was 120. So the sell of this at 290 is a little tough. Again, if you like the design of this, I'd say go for it. Um, In today's market, though, I, criticizing this honestly, I think it's going to be a little tough, but this is going to be something that I believe that you're only going to buy because you're really into the design or you already own the keyboard that they sold, right? I don't think things like 290 for a numpad is usually what people would go. Um, I appreciate the four rotary encoders. However, again, speaking candidly here and honestly, I don't think I don't know if clearance will work with these. I don't know if this will feel comfortable to use. But it's interesting. If you're interested, if you need four rotary encoders in the numpad, it offers that. Other than that, I like the way. Again, I think the biggest selling point for me here is I really truly like the way it looks. I think it looks really sharp. How much was the board itself? I cannot remember. I think it was around 500 bucks for the board itself. But that's
Okay.
for me the main selling is the way it looks. And again, guys, I want to let you guys know too. Like, if you guys are against the price of this, don't buy it. Simple as that. Don't buy it. And then when they don't sell or they don't sell enough of them, they'll have to know that, like, hey, next time, just we have to make something that's cheaper and um, make something more affordable for the community that we're trying to participate in, right? How usable is the encoder? I have no. I've never had an encoder right next to an. I have no idea. I literally don't know how well this will work.
Yeah, like
We're gonna get there.
close up encoders is going to be really annoying.
Yeah, I've never used one, guys. So I actually have no knowledge on how well an encoder next to an encoder would work. It almost looks like there's the smallest little gap between them. So if you don't install these like 100% correct, they're probably going to touch. Your knobs will touch.
Excuse me, what?
I didn't say nothing. It should be okay in theory though. It should be okay in theory. I really
Look
like
at
the red though. The red's hot.
look at the third picture, and then realize how
Third
inset that
picture. One,
USB-C
two,
port is.
three.
That's bad.
You know what though?
That's bad.
I can't I
For
can't
three
criticize it
hundred
too much,
dollars,
Simon.
for $300, I'm sorry. If you're gonna charge me $300 for a
It's not gonna
numpad,
work. The Mammoth is the same way. The Mammoth numpad 2 that they sold
but it's
recently, but
less than
this is
half
only
the price.
120.
Exactly.
Yes, it's 120.
If I'm buying a numpad for $300, not having the USB-C port at least aligned to the case USB-C hole is kind of like not okay at all. That's a big nope. That like instantly ruins it. It's like I don't know. It's like buying a Maybach, but like the doors don't close properly. Then what the fuck?
Good points. So hopefully some of these things get addressed. I don't know how much their special editions would be. I can't. I'm assuming the special editions, and I'm hoping it would be like maybe an extra 50 at the very most. Like if it's anything more than that special edition, I think it's already a little expensive, but I think that's just pushing it. Good guy Alex giving rational and fair thought. Simon or I just want to be mad. I mean, you guys. I mean, like if it upsets, if like the product like literally upsets you, it probably means you don't want to buy it, right? So there's no reason to buy it. And you can criticize it. It's always fair to criticize something too. Thanks for the heads up on the Mammoth 20 issue. We'll be nagging to change it. Yeah, the I think a few people have even said that the copies of their Mammoth 20, some of them have been more inset than the. This is a prototype one, but like some have been more inset, and apparently some people can't even use a normal USB on this. Someone brought it up in my Discord. Like you need to buy something with a longer USB-C tip. So I have no idea. I have no idea what's going on with it. What are people thinking about this? I haven't opened up the poll.
Oh, you should. 3
I'm a
people
large
think the
gamer.
numpad is good. Oh wait, I have auto refresh off. Okay, still
So,
3 people think the numpad is good.
so I actually want to know from you guys too. What do you guys think? Like, what's your main points? Like from chat again, without being like, we're not. I'm not. Don't mean like a rude point or like a stupid point. Like, what's your main point? Like, why against this, or if what you feel like this thing could improve on? I'm legitimately curious to what you guys think too. Simply too much competition with little effort in ensuring the product is okay, worth the cost, or worth purchasing in the first place, or worth making in the first. Cool. Too many monies. Price is definitely going to be a deterring factor here. It seems like price is the biggest factor, which is what I figured. 290 tough. It's too tough for a keyboard. I want this, but not at the price. $300 for a numpad that looks good next to a specific board is not as a no go for me. I agree with Simon. Ultimately, it comes down to price being too high. I think that's for me. The ultimate thing too is the price being too high. The lack of space between the knobs. I don't think there's a way that they can have that switch. I mean, it wouldn't look good. I think that's the only way that I can give it. But I wouldn't put 4 knobs up there personally.
I already spoke it earlier, Sam, by the way. Hey, we made it through all the ICs, apparently. Wait, something just happened. What did I do? Okay.
I'm not even mad at the over engineering part. To be honest, you can have that because obviously it works in this, but it's the price point, right? The price point's a little too high.
I mean, it's the price of a TKL, dude. Like,
yeah.
Sometimes it's okay. Sometimes it's not okay. That's just straight up not okay.
Thank you, Baron. I appreciate the 16 months. I want a numpad, not a spaceship. I personally think it's just the trill. Stop with the fucking meme stuff, dude. I honestly think it's just the price point. The price point's the biggest deterring factor for me. When is the release of this numpad? Did it say? I think this is just an IC still. I don't think there's like a release date. You would have to go into their server for updates. I think that's probably the best thing to do. All right, next up. AAA. So these are live right now, Simon?
Apparently, something.
This is sold out already. Oh, this is ETA. Wait, what? This is already sold out.
It's sold out, but apparently, I guess it's sold out.
I guess it's sold out too.
All
ETA
right.
April. So
we still have to give.
Oh yeah, this ran 4 days ago.
Okay. We're still gonna look at it though.
If this stream was a movie, it would be called The Dark Knight. Alex is Harvey Dent, and Simon would be Batman.
Wait, what?
All right. I don't know. I bought the Q1 2 weeks before the launch of the Q2, and I mod it with your suggested mod and realized flat cable connected to the PCB. Wait, what? What do you mean by that, Yanni? All right, so this is the AAA. There's not really much to read here.
It's a AAA. It's a TKL. Looks like non-standard Korean proportions. The right and left bezels look like 4 millimeters, but the top and bottom look a lot more than 8. So I'm going to assume it's gasket. Yes, it is gasket.
Doesn't even.
It's gasket. So it looks like the top and bottom are maybe 9 or 10 millimeters, and that's where the majority of the mounts are. I can see that there's a lot of plate cuts, basically one for every switch. There's a big sheet of foam under the plate. Cool. It has a weight, stainless steel 304. Very cool. And the case is all aluminum. And this actually clocks in at literally like $30 more expensive than that numpad.
And they also have the option for PC bottoms too, is what I can see here, too, which is interesting.
There's an option for brass. There's. Wait, where? Is there?
Brass bottom or brass plate? I only see brass plate.
Yeah, I only see brass plate.
This is using a Fave PCB, and I don't.
Now here's
had one experience with Fave PCBs.
Here's the thing, okay? Like I'm not a fan of the Fave PCB, but it's literally an 87A, so you can just grab a Heine.
Yeah,
you can literally just grab a Heine. Fave V2 is good though. You see, there are different levels of good, okay? So it is good for a Fave PCB, but for a PCB, it's dog shit. You want to know why? Because Korea. All right, you want to see who wants to go first?
Yes. I'm calling, I think, or you're
no,
calling?
I'm calling. I'm calling Tails.
Losing track here. Tails. Heads. So I'm for this, right?
No, you're against. Wait,
okay, I'm against.
Are you?
Yes, I am against. You're
okay.
You're right. Okay, I'll go first here. Against.
Yeah, give it to me.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't particularly love the way this looks Um, the blockers, I don't know, like everything seems like very non-symmetrical to me for some weird reason. Uh, Other than that, again, I think having to buy, again, my experience with fake PCBs, I've used I think one or two at this point. Both of them I didn't really love. Uh, so if you wanted to go buy another PCB, that's an additional cost plus shipping on that. So which makes this a little bit more expensive after you go buy another PCB. Again, you can still use this, but it's not my favorite. While I do appreciate all these materials here, I would just love to see group buys with different colors all the time than white, black, and navy. It gets a little boring. But I know it has white. I know they do have a PC bottom as well. Um, it doesn't include the PCB? You have to buy a PCB? Oh, the base kit does not include a PCB. Oh. So this makes it $385 then. And if you want hot swap, it ends up being $400. I don't know. I don't love it enough for that price point. I really don't think it's like that insane of a design. I do wish they included some like side profile, big as I can get it. It's kind of hard to tell. I think if you're ever selling a product, by the way, guys, you need to have some better photos. Like this is very hard to tell what's going on here. Import tax plus shipping, yeah. Not a fan of the weight. Yeah. No, I'm not a huge fan of this, to be honest. I think this is just not my thing. Like I don't particularly love like this type of design. It does look like that USB-C port. Oh no, I can't really tell. Is that just a cutout or is that like an inset too? I cannot tell. That's why I wish they had better photos to actually see what you're buying. I hate when GBs do that. The pulse, yeah, I know. I think I did that once with a keyboard where I didn't realize it did not come. That's on me though. I didn't read, but yeah. So it's gonna be about $400. If this speaks to you for $400, obviously you can't buy it right now. But not a fan personally. The weight is not internal for the acoustics. Is it? I can't tell. Is it just screw to the bottom? Okay, it does just screw into the bottom like that. And this is gasket mounted silicone tubes. So this is using silicone instead of poron. Preference there. I typically like poron a little bit more.
Of
And
course
I
you
don't
do.
even know like the durometer. Yeah, I like poron a little bit more than silicone. Optional poron sheet. Sure. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan. I also don't like when they put like huge text on the back of keyboards like this, like triple A. It's just not for me. Not for me at all. But I mean, if you're into something, go for it. Your turn, Simon. You're for it?
All right. I mean, first of all, like as soon as we hopped into this group buy, the first thing I noticed is hey, listen, this is literally like $30 or $40 more expensive than that shitty ass numpad we were looking at. So like realistically, this comes in at a decent value. Sure, it doesn't come with a PCB, but in a case like this, you actually don't want the PCB because all they have is two Korean PCBs. And a lot of people argue that, oh, but PCBs are expensive right now. I may or may not be leaking stuff, but there are some 87A compatible USB-C PCBs that are coming out that are actually very affordable real soon, that everybody will be able to get their hands on. Now, for $330, something coming from an established Korean maker like Lin, who has a history of producing iconic keyboards such as, the Dolphin and the Dolinger, and that one we don't talk about. Uh, like their only issue thus far has been a little bit of QC and finishing. So I kind of like the fact that they're sticking with very simple colors like E-coat white, black, which I'm going to assume that everything is E-coat just for simplicity because they've been having ano issues. So, you get a nice TKL. You get it for a decent price considering it's a Korean TKL. Korean TKLs, especially from Lin, have been very expensive historically. This is cheaper than the latest whale revision, for example. And I think this, in terms of styling, is doing a lot more than the newest whale revision, in my opinion. Obviously, having the big engraving on the back is it's complete preference. For me,
Preference.
I
Yeah.
I don't really hate it, but I do like what the bottom is doing in terms of its shape. So at least it's pulling in with a slightly unique bottom design, although the top is, a fairly simple uh TKL design looking at the top. The fact
Do
that
you
it
see the
has
top right of it, Simon? Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, yeah, that's where a badge would go, apparently.
Is that where about? Okay, I don't know because there's no real info. I'm
Yeah,
gonna ask
there is
what it
no
is.
info. I assume from what I can tell, it might be optional, but I really can't tell. You just need to learn how to
I don't know.
Korea.
Yeah.
Do you think there will be issues with the weight lining up on this PC bottom? No, I totally don't believe that. Lin has had a spotless track record of QC. Don't you worry.
You know why, John? It reminds you of the angle TKL because that little logo they have right above the cluster of arrows kind of looks like the angle logo. That's probably why it reminds you of the angle TKL.
I mean, overall, this is nice. I think let the price point and maker speak for itself. It's a major maker coming out making a decent looking TKL at a price point that is very fair for what you are going to be getting. I think it's something solid being brought to the table. That's my take.
What do you think of the plate?
Uh, you know, this definitely makes like the unit a lot more expensive, and including something like this at $330 is pretty cool. It's letting people get a taste of, a nice thick boy plate. And by thick boy, I mean like lots of cuts.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. I actually kind of like that to be honest. But hey, Alex, cozy Sunday morning stream. Hell yes. All right, should we let everyone decide what they think? The
All right.
PC bottom's kind of cool though. All right, copy link. I do wish, and this is an ask for like every vendor, that if you have a website and you have pictures that can be enlarged, please make them able to be enlarged without having to hit open new image in tab. I beg you. That's my one ask for anybody who's making a website. I
Bro, I
beg.
literally complained at Novel Keys for the past 3 years until they finally changed it.
Yeah, I said the same thing because it used to have to. It had like the inset zoom stuff. Did not like
Yeah.
that. I just wish, guys, because like from a consumer, this is completely non-keyword related, but like when you're browsing a website and you're trying to make a purchase and you're trying to look at details of what you're buying, not everyone knows that you can like open image in new tab. So some people think this is it and they might skip on a purchase because you don't know what you're looking at sometimes. But I took the advice and did 3 times rule. I bought 3 key calls and now I'm broke. That is not the right 3 times rule. That is not the right 3 times rule. For anyone, I guess, little financial responsibility thing for anyone here. If you guys can't afford, like, if you're at your bank account says $500 and the keyboard says 400, and you're like, I want to buy this keyboard, don't. 3 times rule. Just wait till you have more money, man. I don't want you guys to go broke over keyboards. It ain't worth it, dude. 3 times rule, dude. Wait till you have 3 times the amount that kit costs, and don't forget things like shipping, import fees for some countries. I know I have import fees. I don't know if Simon has import fees, but I have import
Bro,
fees.
fuck that, okay? Lin keyboards to the moon. Invest now. Flip them on Cuck Market for $4,000 each. I'll give you my guide of how to put it on Mac Market. You do high live in Korea. I'm selling my triple A 4,000. First come, first serve. Just do
Oh
it.
wow, this is really split. You guys like and don't like this. So what is everyone's for or against? Out of curiosity, I'm
Wait, what?
curious. It's very split. It's like down the middle split.
It's rough.
And you guys all vote at Weebs in down the middle split too. I don't understand why, but
It's customary in my channel that the weebs have something to choose. Their way of
3 times your
identifying them.
disposable income. Yes, yes, yes. Caro, you are very correct. 3 times your disposable income. Yes, 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 yes. You have to keep your bills. It's just some sort of rule because, dude, at one point when I first heard it, people were telling me that they were like, "Oh, I'm just not gonna," and I don't even care if it's a joke. I don't even want to like joke around about not being able to eat for a month because you guys are buying a please eat. Please pay your rent. Like, I know it completely goes against being in a
Real
hobby where
thoughts
you have to
about
spend.
this, please, Simon? You guys know my real thoughts. I wouldn't touch
Um,
Lin with a 10-mile pole. Lin QC is bottom of the barrel. Buy from Gion. Gion is our Lord and Savior. Lin is on their way out. That's my
I
real
haven't
thought.
actually ever used a Linworks keyboard.
I put together a whale for a friend, and it literally didn't even fit together. That's how
I've
bad it was.
never assembled one.
What
That and
about
the
what
other
about
thing
that
I've
F2 QC? Well, Gion is actually doing something about it instead of just being like, "Fuck
yes,
you guys, I'm out."
he's
He's actually
replacing any
replacing like
anodes.
the majority of the tops.
Yeah, yeah. I have
So,
two here. For you guys are wondering too, I have two that customers and clients sent me, and I took some photos, sent them back. If they're happy with it, they're happy with it. If not, they're gonna contact Gion and get it.
I mean, the general idea of
Um,
like how you gauge a maker is not like by like what they ship is the end all be all. How they respond to it is is what matters. Any
yeah,
maker can fuck up, but it's all about how you handle that fuck up. If you ship a whole bunch of cucked units to people and you're like, "This is fine, they're A minus stock," then you're a dickhole. But if you look at it and you realize there's a mistake and you actually, ship everyone new parts out of pocket, yeah, that's fine. Obviously, it'd be nice to not make the mistake in the first place, but seeing the good faith in the customer support angle is something you like to see. Does Lynn not
I
do
agree.
that? Woo! Yeah.
All right, Alex. Hope you keep streaming with Black Simon. Well, we can figure out another collab in the future. Q2 is the next one up here. It's a group buy. This is still available. Simon, I'm gonna be right back though. I need to use the restroom. Give me one
Oh,
moment.
go. Yes, I will. I'll keep everyone entertained. All right, Alex is gone. Let's all talk shit. Wow. I'm kissing alligator. Gator dance? No. Nice try. Nice try, buddy. All the negativity? What negativity, dude? I'm being so positive. Like, I appreciate your input, dude, but you're always so fucking negative. Another gator kiss? You gotta spend money to make money. You gotta spend money for that gator kiss. Oof. Honestly, just buy a frog instead. Yeah. Why not? Why not? All right. Mm. Profusky, thank you for the 3 months of being a cuck. How much is a frog? A frog is however much money you're willing to go out and make. Hey, Simon, I'm waiting for Safa. Thank you for the recommendation. What recommendation? Would you give assignment approved for the F2 with the raised price and the anno quality issue? No, I would not. You guys will hear my actual thoughts about the F2 when I get my unit. Like, I'm going to be straight with my thoughts, like I always am. There were some fuck ups, and those fuck ups were not okay. One of the major fuck ups was not adhering to the original price point. And that is the fault of Gion trying to go with vendors and listening to the public. Rule number one of producing something, don't listen to the public. They have no fucking idea. Okay? You guys don't know what's good for you. You think you know what's good for you, but you actually don't.
What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm just talking shit.
Oh, okay. Alex caught you before I head up. Hey, Burbs, how you doing, dude? Um, okay. So Q2,
Q2?
Q2. All right, Keychron, Q2, coin flip. I'm calling it.
No, I'm calling it.
I'm a
Give me heads.
okay. Heads, tails.
All right.
You're being negative here, right? Well, against, right? Not
Yes, I
negative.
am being negative here.
Okay. Let's have you go first.
Okay. Well, we need to go through it first.
Oh fuck. Sorry. The bathroom break fucked me up.
It's fine. I'll read it.
Um,
Please note that the knob color might be slightly different with the case, as these parts are manufactured separately. Okay, off to a beautiful start.
wait,
Keychron
where are you reading
Q2.
this?
If you scroll down, you see the info.
Oh fuck. Okay.
The
Okay.
Q2 is a fully customizable mechanical keyboard with a compact layout that pushes your typing experience to the next level. With a 65% layout, full metal body, double gasket design, the Q2 is designed for a personalized experience and premium typing comfort. It comes with QMK/VIA support, double gasket design, CNC aluminum body, support macOS and Win, get fucked if you're on Linux, screw-in stabilizers, hot swappable, south-facing RGB, and OSA PBT keycaps. It is expertly crafted and compact. To create a more compact and smaller keyboard for your desk, we bring you the Q2. The entire piece is crafted with 6063 aluminum that is processed through CNC, machined, polished, anodized, sandblasted, and undergoes 24 more manufacturing stages to make the work of art that is the Q2. It is an all-around customizable keyboard. To build a fully customizable keyboard, we design every component to be able to assemble easily. Therefore, you can customize and adjust each component that you want. So knob, keycap, top case, gaskets, PCB, bottom case. There's some case foam in there and some sound absorbing foam, but okay. Double gasket design, that just means sandwich mount. Oh no, that means that there's actually a gasket between the top and bottom, as well as another gasket for the mounting itself. Okay, knob is programmable, and it comes with keycaps, and you can switch between macOS and Windows layouts. Okay. And you can use VIA. Okay. And you can just download the key map. Cool. Hot swappable, south facing, we got all that. Comes with Preloop Gateron G Pro Switch and all new screw-in stabilizers. Neat. And it comes in mini versions. All right.
Bare bone knob, bare bone ISO. So the highest price point I can see is what, $169? $169. So you're
Nice.
going first here.
Oh wait, am I?
Yeah.
Balls. Okay. All right. So we start with, it's Keychron. Okay. Keychron, I mean, they're no TGR, they're no, Heine, whatever. We're not going to hold it against them, but they're not exactly coming in strong. Okay, they kind of bridge the line between OEM and actual custom, and there's some things here that are like close to actual custom, but then you see a lot of red flags. And I mean, we'll start from the bottom and work our way up. So, like, first things first, it's got a steel plate. Okay. Nobody on earth wants a steel plate. I'm pretty sure out of both my chat and Alex's chat right now, out of like the 600 people or 700 or however many, none of us are actually like using a steel plate and enjoying a steel plate, but that's fine. Okay. Body is fairly simple. The weight has a 10-gram variance, which is a little bit sus, but whatever. Hot swap only. I mean, again, it's fine, but like at least allow me to use a real PCB, please. MCU uses an ARM, so they're trying to save some money over an ATmega. That means if you're flashing it yourself, it might be a little bit more complex than just flashing a ATmega. There's case foam, but like I don't like. It's fine. The foam looks kind of sus in the pictures. At least the bottom foam. Let's have a look at it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
It looks like packing foam. There is sound absorbing foam between the plate and the PCB, but like, why is there even foam? Just like design a good keyboard in the first place. Have foam as an option. Like I don't mind that. Like charge 1 cent for it. Just make it very clear that this is optional. But like, let's get out of this foam dependency. Already, I look at the sound absorbing foam and it's got the hugest fucking cutout around the backspace and enter key, which means like it's not even going to sound uniform. Like one of the few things that foam between the plate and PCB actually does is it makes your sound a little bit uniform. In this case, it doesn't. You've done nothing. You've just made it sound even less uniform than normal, which fine, I guess. But like, this isn't something fantastic, and I've honestly seen better 65% slightly cheaper than this. You guys remember the $144 65% that we saw not long ago? That also is a two-piece aluminum, didn't have a weight. Maker board, whatever they're called, those guys, they also have a 65%. So. Yeah. That's like mega cheap. Also VIA compatible and all of that, and like at least like their delivery history is a lot better than Keychron's. Like Keychron is okay. I'm not shitting on them as a company, right? But at this price point, I can get something better, and you should consider getting something better. Also, the bare bone for this is $150. So fully assembled is with all the good shit. So You know, that's kind of okay. The fact that you're claiming there is a discount when there has never, when you've never sold it for this
Yeah,
higher price is
not
illegal in a
illegal.
lot of places.
Yeah.
Just not anywhere that actually matters. So,
How much was the Q1 bare bones?
I have no idea.
I can't remember. Was it around the same? I kind of want to know. Q1 was 159 bare bones. $10 more, you can get a 75. Or was it 179? 150? Wait, chat. There's three different prices you just gave me.
Don't worry about it. It's all the
Um.
prices.
All right. I guess for the board. I mean, realistically, I let's make the assumption we're not buying the switches with this. So 150. Um, you have three colors to choose from: a navy blue, which is blue, a space gray, and a carbon. Keychron with their Q1. You know what? For the price that you got as an intro into the hobby, if you really don't want to wait for something like group buys, because this shipped out pretty quickly, I think the Q1s. I'm for it. I like it as an intro into the hobby. If you really don't want to get something, the Q1 did need some extra stuff in it though. The Q1 on its own, looking back and reflecting on that, was very like hollow, and it almost sounded like a bell on the inside. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna be taking a look at the Q2 after this stream, but from what I understand about the Q2, is it does need some work. It doesn't sound 100% the best. What I will say for this board though is it's going to be that intro into a lot more things too. Um, Honestly, I was pretty impressed with the Q1. I do think that it was a better thing to purchase over, say, something like the GMMK Pro, if again you were looking at those things. But I do like Keychron. I have been enjoying what they've been keyboard wise, not so much keycap wise. But yeah, I'm for this. I think this is interesting. I think they give you enough options too in the hot swap variant. So we'll see we'll see how this works. We'll see what this has to offer. Would have loved to see more plate options, but I think they're giving you a pretty solid product for 150 bucks. I can't be mad at what they're trying to do, honestly. I think that's it for me.
Okay.
The one thing too, Simon, I don't know if you noticed this was they do have one thing I'm kind of sad about is it does look like they have a gasket spacebar.
A gasket what?
On the plate they have like a mounting point right underneath the spacebar.
To be fair, Alex, like you do make a good point with the mounting points, but when you're dealing with gasket, and realistically, if you're dealing with a soft enough gasket where you can actually get uniform plate bounds, then it's not a huge, it's not a huge detriment. Not like top mounting
Okay,
or a very stiff mount. Assuming that your gasket sockets,
fair.
your gasket landing pads are decently soft, you don't really get that harshness. Like that's the only acceptable time to have both mounts near the PCB as well as mounts on the side of the plate. It's passable, but you still do have to be careful with what you're doing.
Yeah, we'll see though, because from what I've been told, this is a very shallow um, gap underneath the PCB. So we'll see how this all feels too. But yeah, I mean, like 150 bucks, chat. That's actually not that's not crazy bad. Like that's pretty good, honestly. If you're wanting to get into something, I would personally still recommend something like the Bakaneko 65 or the Icky. I really like the Icky 68 Aurora, and it's cheaper. But if you can't get your hands on those, this might be a great option too. Again, I like the Q1. I think with the few mods, it sounded great and it didn't break the bank either. Polaris has under spacebar mount, but sounds okay. You know, I've only ever tried one Polaris, and wasn't even mine. I would like to build another one of those again soon.
All right.
Are you getting a Zoom 65? I tried the Zoom 65. I need to go back and use it some more. I used it one time late at night. Honestly, can't even remember. Simon mentioned that there are better options at this price point. Can he elaborate on what's actually in stock at this price point?
Maker keyboard, I mean, in stock is going to be difficult. Generally, like all the best shit is shit you're going to have to fight other people for. The Savage 65 is fantastic. The Maker boards or Maker keyboards, 65% is pretty damn good. There's been quite a few. But the thing is, like, they come and go really quick. So, like, the best
Yeah.
plan of action is like keep 200 bucks in your back pocket. And when one comes out that you truly enjoy, you jump on it.
Have I tried the simpler 60? Yes, I know that board has a lot of foam, and I know Simon has disdain towards foam. But honestly, the simpler 60 was a pretty neat board. I think it was interesting. I liked it. It had a good price point. I know it was foamy, but I liked it a lot. I think the simpler 60 was cool. What are people saying about this? Let's see. Let's
Most
pull up.
people are saying it's good. Like I think it's good as well. Even though I had
Yeah.
to argue against it, like for the price point, it's fine. My only issue is it's a forced steel plate, which means for people like me, I would never use it. So
Yeah. I mean, here's what I've heard from other people who have reviewed this board. Again, this is speaking only from what I've heard. I've heard that that bottom case foam is absolutely trash. Like it does not do anything. I I get they put it in there. I don't know why, but if it didn't do anything, like why include it type thing. I guess it only cost pennies, but realistically, you should look at it. It looks like they have it on the Q1. They had this thing called, which put these gaskets to kind of.
why don't people like FR4 plates? I mean, it's preference. FR4 is boring sounding in general. That's pretty much it.
We'll see though. Again, $150. I can't be mad at it.
Sorry, I muted him.
Thoughts on TTC wild switches? I think they're good. I like them. They're probably one of the best unloop switches I've ever tried. SP Star marble switches? They're like every other SP Star.
Ooh,
I don't know how they make keycaps and switches only $10 increment. Uh, the keycaps they give you guys. Does this even come with keycaps? I don't think this comes with keycaps, does it? Oh, it does.
it's an option.
The keycaps are nothing special. Simon's muted. He's talking to his own chat. Um. Okay. Next up on the list here. Thank you, cow movie.
Okay. Oh God. Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I was talking to someone.
I'm gonna run off to the bathroom if you can do this one.
Do it, dude.
Yee,
This
do
is
the
the
do.
FKS 87. Oh, okay. So this is Southpaw TKL. Interesting. GB period. This is live right now. There's only minutes come serve 250. 250 USD plus shipping. Okay. Early April. Shipped from Vietnam. Seeds. 6-degree type angle. I'm a sub for 6-degree. Okay. Okay. Alex, check the alphas. Fully mirrored. What do you mean check the alphas? And mods? Wait, why am I checking the alphas and mods? For this one, brother? What's wrong with the alphas and mods here? They look correct. Wait, what do you mean by fully mirrored? This feels like a. The only reason it feels that way is because it's everything. They said it's flipped. Well, okay, you guys know the bottom row. Oh, oh, is there an option to not do that? Damn. So I don't know about you guys, but my thumb typically rests like right here. That's where my thumb typically rests. Oh wow, I did not know that. So I feel like I would actually kind of struggle to click this personally. Interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll let Simon come back and we'll give you guys thoughts. But yeah, my thumb typically rests like right here where I'm moving my mouse. It might be on his entity. My thumb rests smack and dab in the middle of the B. Mine rests right here. So I'd be right. I'm looking at it right now. That's where I normally right here. So I would be resting right on the edge. Can you do that though? They don't really have many. Oh, you can put a 7U, but the 7U is actually aligned. Interesting. It's a little bit further this way. Interesting, chat. All right. So there's not
Ooh,
much to read off this. Simon, it's 250 USD.
okay.
It's Southpaw. One of the other features that chat pointed out, which almost slipped by me, was the spacebar alignment.
I see
Can you
that.
see that?
It's quite sus.
Um, my thumb doesn't typically rest there for 6.25, but it looks on the 7. It's more standard, um, which is interesting. That's really it. There's not a whole lot with this. There's a daughter board, plate full or half, win key or win keyless options, limited to 50, 30 to 50 units. Yeah, that's it. There's not really a whole lot of info on this. They have prototype album. Oof, that prototype looks well. The prototype looks rough though.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, there's not a whole lot on this.
Okay.
You're for this, and I'm
Okay.
against.
Who's going first?
I will I will do coin flip. I'm calling heads.
Didn't you call last time?
No, you called last time.
Okay.
I'm thinking. Um, you go first for this. You're for this.
Okay. All right. From the get go, we see it's a simple TKL. Simple TKL is good. It's got a little bit of a forehead. We don't hate that. And we do see it's southpaw. Now, Alex complained about where the spacebar actually sits. But if we follow the true, if we follow the true southpaw, then the bottom row should be somewhat mirrored, which it is. You can have your Christian bottom row, so your 1U win keys, which is pretty cool. But then for your standard ones, it's essentially the mirrored one, which I get. Obviously, this is not for everyone, but at least coming in and offering something like that, offering an actual southpaw bottom row is pretty cool. It's one of the first times that I see this. It's got an F13, and the F13 placement is actually quite handy for Southpaw. If you've got a key that you actually use a lot on the top right, you can actually keep it there, like the delete or whatnot. The price point is fair, $250, keeping in fact that it's coming out of Vietnam. Now, Vietnam historically are the biggest flippers, not when it comes to aftermarket, but when it comes to group buy. Vietnamese boards are definitely known for being really fucking expensive. So this comparatively is actually like dirt fucking cheap. And yes, it is 6061 aluminum, but if this is actually being produced in Vietnam and not in China, then the 61 issue doesn't necessarily it's not necessarily a problem. It uses a standard controller. It uses its own what you call it. It uses its own PCB with a daughter board. Not bad. I would love to see the internals on this. Let me see if there's anything in the prototype album.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's some internals there.
Yeah, I can see it's top mount. There's a mounting point where I would not like it, but that's
Mm.
okay for now. Uses a ribbon cable for the daughter board, which again, not loving it, but again, this is just a prototype, so hopefully it does come together. Realistically, I mean, if we consider how many actual Southpaw TKLs there are, like two. So this at least this is doing something. And it's doing something at I think the lowest price for any Southpaw TKL to date. So if you're in the market for a Southpaw TKL, this is pretty damn cheap. It's cheaper than that numpad we saw earlier. So I think that's a sale. And it comes in a few colors as well. Like, is this the most refined project I've ever seen in my life? No. Is this doing something new for a price that nobody else has done before? Yes.
Fair, fair,
Somebody
fair.
asked if the proto looks bad, how do you know the production will look better? You don't. It's a gamble. Especially when
Yeah.
dealing with a price point like this, it's 100% a gamble. It's entirely possible that the finishing will just be terrible, and you just have to accept that because it's the price point that speaks. If this was $600, for example, I'd expect the finishing to be top tier. If it was $400, I'd expect the finishing to be good. At $250, I expect there to be finishing of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. I will say from a I guess a purchaser's perspective here, I mean, realistically seeing the quality of the prototype, and again, I know we have to keep in mind it's a proto. We have to keep in mind it's a proto. We have to keep that in mind. But I know from a lot of people's perspectives, showing the finish on this proto and being like, this is what you guys are going to be seeing. Like you have to think about this from a marketing perspective. Like that's not very inspiring to purchase, you know. But um, one thing I will say too, I'm gonna. This is more just like I think what people purchase. Um, the bottom row. I know Simon said this is more traditional. You would find Southpaw, but I can definitely see people not wanting 6.25U. Again, my thumb kind of sits right over here on how I type. So this might not be the greatest option for me, but this is going to be preference. You have to remember that's going to be preference based of what you can use. It does have options for 7U that look a little bit more to the left. Yeah, this is actually, I mean, like, the ribbon cable is the big thing for me. I actually recently did a ribbon cable with, and it was kind of a pain in the ass to install. I did not like it. This does have some length to it, though. Maybe that can be helpful there. But typically, I kind of like JST connectors a little bit more. Yeah, again, it's just the quality of this. Side profile, everything looks okay. That's going to be the biggest concern, I guess, from anyone purchasing is going to be the quality of the prototype. I can already see that. The PCB layout options are showing you button row. For what? Sorry? A normal what row? Oh, you can do normal. Okay, so they do have some options for how you can have your. Cool. That's awesome too. The PC, it also has normal. Yep, we already saw that. Oddly enough, what bugs me the most is the LED. I don't hate that at all. I've seen some boards have that. Yeah, I think the biggest negative for me is just the marketing of showing the prototypes in that condition. I I think that if this were to do better, you'd have to show something a little bit more finished. But again, it's $250. It's really hard for me
It's
to kind of
250 with a PCB and a
yeah,
daughter board. So like
yeah, it's really, really tough for me to say that's a huge negative. I'm just trying to be nitpicky. Um, what kind of plate material is this?
it's don't worry about it plate material. So apparently it's CNC 6061, which I doubt because getting 1.5 millimeter sheets of 61 is really hard.
Doesn't say. I don't know, chat, what plate material is. Some transparency there would be nice as well.
Wait, it's
I
right
wouldn't mind
there.
that.
It's right there,
Where?
Alex. Plate
Woo.
under case.
Oh my fucking god. Okay, so it says it's 6061. I just thought this was all lumped together. Okay, so 6061. So it's an aluminum plate. I like alu plates. They're my favorite plates. Yeah, that's as much a negative thing I can have. Let me see what the group page look like. Oh, they actually have a bunch of colors. You can even order it in yellow. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Oh yes, yellow ano, so good.
Is it going to be yellow N or eco? I don't even know.
It'll probably be ano
Interesting.
because they all like it says anodization for all of them.
Yeah. All right, that's really it, guys. I don't think I've ever used a TKL Southpaw. Have you?
I've used a Southpaw full size, but that works differently,
Hmm.
very differently. Because the nav is still
Motionless.
on the right.
Hmm. Yeah, 250 is not a bad price. Honestly, isn't terrible for this. You said you wanted colors. Yeah, I like the. Again, I don't know the quality of their ano. Kind of reflecting on what Simon said too. It's going to be a gamble there. Did you ever check out the Tenant 80? God, that sounds so familiar. Is that one with that really bottom piece? The weight on it? I think so.
That
So what
sounds
are
like
people
something I
thinking of
may have
this?
yelled at.
It's the one. I think the Tenant's the one that you can flip, like it's reversible from Southpaw to regular, and then it has it.
Oh, I think I like that then.
I liked it too. I thought that was pretty neat looking. It was on Z Frontier. So what are people saying for? Okay, so people are saying it's not nice. So what makes it not nice? What do you guys think? Like what makes this? What makes this a non-purchase for you guys? And it's okay to like want to purchase. Like it's totally up to you guys.
I think we need to do a little rigging, guys. We need to rig this.
How so?
I'm not sure. I just feel like there's not enough rigging. If not nice ends up at 69%, then I'm okay with that.
For the price is nice and everything it comes with, Z Frontier. Wait, Z Frontier just sounds weird. It's Z Frontier. Side bezel's too thin. Preference based. Okay. Okay. That's okay. If you guys, again, like you guys can have your preference affect your purchase. Cursed layout? I don't think it's a cursed layout.
Board finishing that looks like Simon
Well,
already
that might not
touched
be
it.
for you.
Yep.
Am I just being a jerk? No, you're not being a jerk. Don't it. All right. Fair chat. What's up next? The Lulu? Oh, goodness. I have never typed on something like this before.
Wait,
This is.
what am I looking at?
It's a split keyboard ortho, looks like. Fuck, that looks so tough to type on. I don't know. I've tried ortho and I can't.
Sounds like skill issue, perhaps.
It's definitely skill issue.
Uh,
Interesting. Oh god, there's a lot to read here. Do you want to take it away?
oh boy, I'll read some of this.
Yeah, I can read some.
All right. Lulu is an extensively engineered split keyboard blending two materials, aluminum and polycarbonate, resulting in an elegant and alluring end product worthy of any desk. Each half of the Lulu is comprised of two main sections. The top half, with integrated plate, is made from machined anodized aluminum available in four distinct colors: silver, gray, charcoal, and maroon. Sitting below the aluminum on each half is injection molded frosted polycarbonate lower pieces available in three colors: clear, smoke, and ultem, offering a beautiful material change and diffusing the Lulu's underglow when turned on. Uh, Shit, I lost where I was. I got turned on. Custom design tenting kits and rotary encoder kits are also offered as optional add-ons during the group buy, specifically for the Lulu. Investing in tooling and engineering to offer all the Lulu's polycarbonate components as injection molded pieces allows us to viably produce these pieces quickly and reliably at scale, all while maintaining an unmatched level of consistency across pieces. Oof. You want to read the second one?
Oh boy. While designing the Lulu, we always had the current popularity of the layout on our mind. It was more important to us to acknowledge so many of our customers and other store customers. Okay. First of all, chat. Again, you're making a website. Please don't make gray on white. It's so hard to read.
Bro, I was reading it
Um,
from so far away. Just get good, bro.
I know. As a result, the Lulu case and PCB and the Lulu case is backwards compatible with current Lily 58 solderable PCBs already available on. Cool. For those that want the best and most feature complete PCB layout, we've created the SMT PCB to offer alongside the Lulu. The Lulu's PCB is SMT assembled, featuring MX hot swap sockets, programmable RGB, and underglow. Rotary encoder support on both halves, two total. USB Type C connection, TRS, and female sockets are already in place and soldered on the board for OLED installation. All of this is attainable without needing to touch a soldering iron. Installation of encoder component does require soldering. Okay. Interesting. So I'm for this, you're against this, and you're calling. Do you want to read more here?
You know, let's just briefly take a look
Okay.
and see if
This is
there's
a lot
anything that we're missing. There's a tenting kit that allows you to get 10, 15, and 20-degree tenting, which, okay. There's an
Cool.
encoder kit, an extra
Cool.
lower piece kit, and group buy is limited to 1,000 cases. And apparently, it does not come with a PCB.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, let me hit the configure button. I want to see how much this all costs. Okay, so the kit with the PCB is 240.
Okay.
And then if you want an extra bottom, well, not the extra bottom. Let's just say we want a tenting kit that's additional 20. And then the encoder kit's $16. All right, so let's just assume I would build this. I would probably want a tenting kit just to have one. So let's just say 265. 265. Oh, I have to ban someone in my chat. Trying to sell me followers again. That's crazy, Krispy Kreme.
Bro,
That's
come to my
crazy.
chat.
All right. So I guess let's just nix the tenting kit here. Let's just look at this. I'm going to look at this through the lens of $200 because obviously, if you're new to this, you probably need a PC. Okay. Do you want to talk about anything else before we flip our coin?
1 second. I'm still putting this together. Okay, so like the super baller unit is $403 with tenting, with cables, with two OLEDs and two knobs. It adds up quite quick. Okay. I'll call it. I call heads. Give it to me.
Where is my coin flip? Flip again, and we are ending on tail. So I'm
Balls.
for this. You're against it, right?
Okay.
All right. I'll go first. Honestly, if we just want to get the basic stuff, which is the PCB and the kit at 265, because let's just say the 10 things probably need it for some people. 265 bucks. You know what? For something different, I don't mind that price. There seems like there's a lot of work that went into. I do think it looks visually pretty nice as well. I do like the way it looks. I think they definitely put some effort into the way it looks. I like it. Even with the tenting kit here, it's pretty unique. I'd say it's pretty nice. Um, it's ortho. I believe it's considered ortho, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's column stagger, I
Yeah.
believe.
Might not be for everyone. But honestly, again, I think this looks pretty cool. It seems like they did put a lot of work
Alex?
too,
Hello?
so I do
Oh,
like
you cut
that a
out.
lot. Um, and there's a lot of interesting accessories they're putting with this board too, and a lot of interesting other things that you can add to this. Pretty cool. I like the fact it's also compatible with PCB. Pretty
Alex.
cool as well. But those, I think, are going to be the biggest. Simon's cam freeze, or is he not blinking? I don't know. I think he's just blinking, or did he freeze?
Also, your audio
Oh, he's.
keeps cutting out.
I think it's just our connection on Discord. I have no idea. But yeah, honestly, I think it's pretty nice. Um, looks like ergo column stagger. It kind of looks very slightly staggered on the side. But if you guys are into this kind of stuff, I think this is, from what I'm seeing here, it seems pretty. It can get pretty pricey if you add everything, but the basics about 265. It is a little bit more niche in my opinion, though. I don't know how many people type on Split, so perhaps 1,000's a little bit stretching. But looks like an ergo column. Your audio keeps cutting out. Apparently. Oh no. All right, Simon, what do you think?
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. All right. So, I mean, we see a fair bit of, split boards like this that are now coming to market. And realistically, if you were to kit this wildly, you end up pretty expensive.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like there are particular things that are kind of a little better. I'm looking at the Moonlander Mark One, for example, and it's a little okay for me. It's a little bit more usable, but that's kind of just preference on like what you find usable and not usable. In terms of like what you're actually getting for the price point, considering the fact that the entire bottom is just cast and not actually machined. I don't know how I feel about that. Like it's not a big deal, but the fact that you're trying to save so much money is okay. But then if we consider it's $170 without the PCB, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
only thing really included machining wise is the two alu tops. I feel like it's a little bit on the expensive side. I think this could be priced better, especially considering 1,000 units. That's kind of wild. The tenting kits look okay at best. They're not very good tenting kits. Like they force you to a particular angle, whereas the other thing we were looking at, the Moonlander, actually allows you to just put whatever angle you feel like. Plus, it allows your thumbs to not actually be tented. This forces everything to be tented, which kind of can be annoying with usage. I don't know. Like it's got a lot of cool stuff, but the issue is like if you want all the cool stuff, then you're spending close to like what was it? Close to $500. At that point, you can get
We'll
an
say like, yeah,
Ergodox.
like high 400s. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you could be getting an Ergodox easy. You could be getting a fully kitted Moonlander. You could be getting a lot of things. So, I mean, I don't know how I feel about it because it's all hot swap as well, and like Ergo and hot swap don't really mix in my head because like Ergo is all like DIY, hobbyist maker, stuff like that. And then this is like trying to be like hobbyist maker and like all that goodness, but then it's hot swap. And I understand something like an Ergodox Easy, for example, being hot swap, because that's like a kit that you buy and you literally just slap everything in and use it because it's meant to be that simple. But like this with the knob with the OLED is trying to like masquerade as, hey, look at me, I'm trying to do good hobbyist shit. But then when you look at the price point, considering the actual material involved and the amount of machining involved, is not really a good deal, you know? I'd recommend something a lot cheaper if you're trying to get into the ergo game. You know, there's plenty of things that you can get for like under $60 that can rival this to some extent. Will it have a machined aluminum top? No. But if you want to get something like super nice ergo, then there are better things that are equally priced as this being fully kitted. So I don't know how I feel about it. I think that your money could be spent better elsewhere, because this is like kind of trying to like grab the entire audience at once, and that doesn't work for like any selling point. It kind of fails. Like no matter what your actual needs are, one of the categories will disappoint you. So
Okay.
I
Okay.
I think the $170 price point is a bait because it's not actually $170. So I don't know.
Minimum with the PCB if you had to buy one, 240.
Yeah.
Well, I will say this though, if you guys were looking for the solderable option, I think they did mention that the current Lily 58 solderable PCBs work with this. So if you were interested in something like this, you can technically still just get a solderable PCB if you didn't want a hot swap. So there is that option. But yeah, we'll see how you guys think about it. I actually think the board kind of looks cute. I don't like it in silver though. I'm not a big silver keyboard.
I've seen. I mean, how do you feel about the silver frog when you see it?
Silver frog's okay. I think my frog's black. I can't remember what color frog I have. Silver's okay. I don't mind silver like TKLs. It's anything smaller than that. I'm just not a big fan. I just feel like there's more going on that you can kind of like customize it in colors a little bit more. You've had a pretty bad experience with board source. I've never ordered. I don't know anything about. I'm glad there's finally a board that looks like this is not dirt cheap or 1.6K. There's boards like this that are 1.6.
Or let's not talk about it.
Is there? Okay, we won't talk about it though.
How do I feel about silver frog? It looks nice.
I'm just not the biggest silver fan, guys. It's all. Everyone can have preferences on color. What's my experience with KP Republic? It's okay. I mean, I don't know if they've changed it, but the few times I've ordered in the past, give you shipping off product in probably 1 to 5 to 6 months.
Come on, internet.
At least here in Canada. So that's eventually you get your product, but there's never any tracking with their shipping as far as I recall. So I think it looks cool. Yeah, I think it looks cool too. It's a neat looking board. Honestly, I'm not upset at it. I think that yes, if you were to fully deck
Am I on a Tisselat? With a Tisselat and Do are the same thing. It's not my internet. It's literally just
what are
the
you guys thinking about that?
what is it called when specific services throttle you for being from a different country?
Oh, you guys
Yeah,
are
being a cunt.
more leaning towards no. Okay,
Most
okay.
people are saying no. Oh, actually, it's a tie. Most people say I like anime waifus. So
So what? Okay, well, this is an obvious question. I feel like you have to want to use this layout for you to even be interested in this purchase, and I think that might be a small group of people in our current streams.
no. My point is not it's my
Simon called me
ISP.
out.
It's actually them.
Why is that, Nick? I'm always watching your videos, but I'm always asking me custom cable. I just get my cables from Space Cables, but it really depends. I'm not really into the coiled cables.
Consider Garf cables.
I've lost my
support your local sandboy.
I've lost my love for coiled cables.
Alex, I'm getting the most
yeah.
fucking ridiculous cable project done with Garf. I mean, shit. How do I even explain it? Imagine you could have a coiled cable that comes out straight from your keyboard and like perpendicular to your desk. But also imagine if you could install a module to give it a 90-degree curve to allow you to have it parallel to your keyboard and go to the left. And imagine if you could do both things with the same cable, or alternatively remove all of the coils and plug a straight cable into your board. I'm getting this one cable made for my Jaguar that is all of those things, using like the largest grade fucking aviation huge interconnects that are like color matched to the green. Oh, it's so good. It's gonna be so good.
Because my brain can't comprehend all of this right now.
Yeah, Garf is working on it. It's kind of wild.
Oh, we're doing a keycap set? Oh, I didn't even know we are gonna do keycap sets today.
Oh wait,
Okay.
wait,
I
where are
clicked on the
we?
next one.
Pog,
EPBT
Acadia.
Acadia. Why am I struggling today? All right. Okay. All right. I'll read this one here.
Wait.
Group by Jan.
Am I for this?
You were against the Lily, so yeah, or Lulu rather, not Lily. So
Can I
you're
just
for
tap
this.
out?
No, you
All
have to
right.
be for this.
Okay.
All right. EPBT Acadia by Vichy Designs. All right. Acadia is one of the most unique and beautiful states. It is a connection between between nature's hidden treasures and mankind's achievements. Where I began this project last year, I just returned from this incredible island off the USA. The trip was one of the most inspirational experiences I have experienced in my, I'm assuming, life so far, so far, redhead. I wanted to take my love of the outdoors and natural, share it with all people in this community. Here is my first key set, EPBT Acadia.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh
All
boy.
right. These renders on the top do not look like the renders here, but it could just be the background giving it some weird contrast. Oh, these renders also don't look. All right, so we have our base kit. If you guys don't already know, I think EPP just kits this way now. You're not gonna get numpad in your base. I don't know when that change happens, but whatever. So we have Alphas kit. We have an alternate Alphas kit. We have 40 modifiers. International kit, bars kit, which is just spacebar. Oh my god! Don't put your things side by side. Because you know why? Geekhack, worst website on earth, and they don't really support these very. Novelties and numpad kit. Yep. We have some renders, and we have desk pads. All right, and we have colors, which is raw, and we have our artisan keycaps or metal keycaps here. There's a lot of them. I don't know why we need 3 metal keycaps, but options, I guess. Okay. I'll call this one here for coin flip. Let's do this. What's y'all's favorite PBT and keep? I like CRP the best. Okay, I'm gonna flip it. I'm gonna call tails. All right, Simon, you're deciding who goes first. You're for this. I'm against this.
All right, you go first.
I'm against, right? Okay.
No,
Kitting
no, you're
wise,
for. You're for.
no.
Yes.
You're for.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm in the other
I'm
thing.
against. This
Close
guy just
enough.
tried tricking me. You guys see that chat? He so badly does not want to be for. All right.
Fuck, we almost got him.
All right. So, negative side of things. I know colors are subjective. I don't know if these two colors really speak to me. And I understand what they're trying to do. They're trying to make like the forest mix in with the ocean here. Or not the ocean rather, but the river or whatever this is. I don't know where. Don't fucking ask me. I'm not from the U.S. But I don't know. I just feel like these aren't the right colors to match that at all. Like I'm not picking up forest vibes from this one bit because you guys know me. I try to like, does this remind me of the theme that the user is going for? To be honest, not really. I do like the color of green though that they chose. I actually do. I don't know if this blue was the right choice to go with it. But very interesting color of green there. The only other real thing I have to say about this, because pretty standard EPBT kitting, I I don't love the novelties going to the edge of the cap. I just don't love them. I'm not picking up park themes or I guess Acadia themes from this either. Maybe these ones, but the lobster on this, for example, like I don't understand it. I'm not a big fan. These don't really speak to me. Are those boulders? I have no idea. I think this is supposed to be a cliff. Listen, at the end of the day, too, I'm gonna say this, and I really do mean this. Um, Not everyone is an artist at the end of the day. I 100% agree with that. And I know some people just want to try and participate. I don't. quite like these myself. I don't think these hit the right note for me. I don't think these really look all that great on a keyboard. Um, Again, I'm not really understanding the lobster stuff. Lobsters? I don't know. I don't know what this has to do with Acadia. Again, I like the green a lot, but I don't think the blue matches. Desk pads, again, this is going to be subjective, I guess. This one here is not too bad. I don't mind this one here. I honestly don't. This one here, I don't love. This kind of seems like this would be great on the front of a journal, not so much a desk pad. This one here is okay too. Mind this one. At least these kind of hit with these two kind of hit with the theme of this is what covered by the keyboard. Usually centered designs do. Maine is favored for lobsters. Ah, but is
Stop
this based
telling
off
him,
Maine or
guys.
based? Well, I don't
Acadia
know.
is in Maine.
Okay, and is it? But is Acadia like lobster based, or is this based off the?
I have no fucking. I think Acadia is just a national park,
Okay,
but Maine,
all right.
Maine equals lobsters for some reason.
Yeah. Also, I like the Monarchy one the best. Not really understanding this one here. I'm guessing this is supposed to be like a traveling one. Geological survey. Again, I don't really understand the significance of. Maybe this is going over. Um, I think this is probably the best one out of all three. But yeah, I don't know if I like the blue matching with the green there. I think there could have been some other colors, maybe more representative of like a park. We've seen a lot of forest themes, and I think they do them a little cleaner than using the blue. But it's just not for me. The colors are just not. And this is not even me speaking because I have negatively. This is just me speaking. Would I buy this? Probably not. But if you guys like it, I mean, you guys like it. I know what Simon's gonna say. Can I guess already? Is this double shot or is it dice up? I can never remember what EPPT
It's
is.
enjoy PBT, bro. You
Is
know what
Simon
it
gonna say
is.
five dice up? Is that what Simon's gonna say?
No, I'm for this. Okay.
Okay, go. You're for this. Simon, you're up.
Okay. So Acadia, just looking at it, and it's just such a nice, wholesome green key set. And to be fair, we've all gotten in, this sort of like hole that we're stuck in where we want nice green sets, but GMK isn't going to ship for another 2.5 years. So, it's nice to see somebody come out and design a nice clean set that'll actually match well with some nice green keyboards like the green frog or the green F2 or the green
Yeah.
something else the
Yep.
Geon makes, or the green house or whatever. In terms of like its kitting, you've got some ISO layout support, which is pretty cool, and a B in the base kit if you want to use it on your Alice, and an F13. Good to see. You know, Kitting is fantastic. I think $105 is totally fair for this type of base kit. And one of the large advantages that a lot of you aren't seeing is that all of this is 5-side die sub, which actually means if you put this on a keyboard that has sub 19.05 switch spacing, so like something with a very tight switch spacing, like 19 or below, then these caps are all going to shrink to the point where they make it look like your key spacing is not as small as it actually is. Okay. But
You're
wait,
supposed to be positive.
there's more. No, it's a positive thing. This is a positive thing. So if you're going to buy a keyboard with really short key spacing, definitely consider 5-side die sub Enjoy PBT. And as a bonus point, if you give no fucks and your switches are all going to be crooked, I definitely recommend Enjoy PBT because there is a chance, no matter how small, that the warp in all of these key sets will perfectly match the opposite of the warp of your switches, meaning every single one of your keycaps will actually be straight. Okay? People think 5-side die sub is bad, but in that situation, it's actually fantastic. Okay? I think that the renders look amazing and are a very unique representation and like visualization of these ingeniously thought out novelties that all matched. See, Alex doesn't get it. His brain isn't big enough. He's never been a Maine and eaten lobsters in Acadia. But, I think that this creator has at least come out and given us what the people want. What we actually want is a green key set that will ship faster than 2 years and has lots of advantages due to its 5-side die sub nature. Okay,
All right,
that's
guys, you guys
that's
can do the
that's my
poll
take.
now.
All right, let me set up the poll.
I'm guessing that was Simon trying really hard. Like real talk though, I actually do like the green. I think if this was just green, they maybe didn't offer the blue. The green's nice. I would like a green set like. Simon's marketing skills are really good. Yes. Like I just the only desk pad I don't. But you guys know how I feel about borders on desk pad. This is strictly me speaking. I don't like a desk pad with a border to have another border because like you already have a border with the stitching. I just don't like a border in a border. That's it. Uh, I choked on my coffee as I mean, I kind of figured this would be really good if he did this with Domi Key. Yeah, I feel like this would be better, or just double shot or something. Whatever. Again, I'm just not a big fan of like the blue. I don't think the blue works here. The renders, they don't look like the other render. I don't know. You guys know how I feel about renders.
Oh my god.
What's up?
Nothing. I'm just looking at this beautiful, wonderful key set with absolutely no problems with it.
The first desk pad's really nice. Yeah, I have to admit, I like this first desk pad a lot. It looks good. I think this would be really nice if you're to like this whole theme. It looks good. I have to admit, I like. This one here again, not my favorite. I just don't like you guys again. I'm just repeating myself. Borders. This one here is more like a watercolor. I guess this is more preference. But Simon, do you like desk pads with black stitching, or do you like when the design goes off stitching?
Honestly, I don't really care. So I've
Okay.
got two with black stitching, one with same color stitching on my desk, and whatever, it's fine. I just care if like I like the overall design and it's cool.
Okay, that's fair. What about you guys in chat? Do you guys like when the design goes off the stitching, or do you guys like more of like a border off the stitching? Depends on the design. Okay, that's fair, Jesse. Yeah, I like off-center designs too. Don't get me wrong, I do. Off this, yeah, contrast can be nice. That's fair. So, what are people saying for this?
77% of people say it's bad. 23% of people say it's good. I
Okay, guys,
tried
I
my
want to.
I tried my best, but fuck.
What it for everyone in chat right now? Why did you give the answer? Again, no, just honest answer. I want to know the true reason why you guys don't really love this set or like this set, rather.
I mean, the price point is atrocious for what it is, and it's all five-side die sub, which means it's going to be a shit show. Imagine paying $105 to get cucked. I don't know. Like, if that's your fetish, I'm not judging, but like, that's a lot of money. You can pay substantially less and get cucked.
How much are you? How much usually is EPBT?
A well-priced TKL kit will be in the realms of $80 to $90. An okay price will be above 90, and anything over 100 is a big middle finger.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in the same boat as Rusty. I don't like the blue and the green together, and I think it's just unless you told me this is supposed to be like park themed, I would have probably not guessed it. I think that kind of gets lost with the. Again, I do appreciate kind of bringing some of that lobster, I guess, with the. I guess like a staple food there or something to eat there in Maine. I don't know. I'm not from that area. Um, yeah, I like the green though. I think Simon's point actually with the green set working with some of the more recent, green keyboards kind of works. So we have been seeing more green keyboards. At least I have. They've come through my house a lot.
Oh yeah, green
Um,
is so hot right now.
yeah.
All right, well,
Alternatively, though, I think. Oh, go on. Sorry.
nothing. I was gonna say everyone hates this.
Yeah, just seems like it's pretty standard. It's just the design. All right, GMK Grand. This sounds pretty standard. 25 GMK set.
Oh, 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 baby, oh, baby, oh,
Interesting.
yes. Ooh, ah, oh, oh.
There's really not much to say on this. It's gray on black, and then has some like CMYK mod.
Does it? Ah, it does.
Some accents, rather, not mods. I don't know why I said mods.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? The desk pad's cool. Look at that. It's neat. All right. No right. I mean, like, come on. There's gonna be no write up for this, guys. It's gray on black. I'm actually kind of glad they didn't put inspiration for this. All right. Let's do a flip of the coin, Simon.
All
You're
right.
calling it.
Am I?
Yeah, and I'm being positive.
Nope.
Oh no, yeah, I'm being positive, and you're negative.
Nope.
What do you mean, nope?
Wait, I have to argue against this?
Yeah.
Fuck!
All right. Call it.
Heads.
And tails. Who would you like to go first?
I'm not telling you. I don't trust you.
Who would you like? Wait, is it me who's deciding? No, you said tails. You pick.
Yeah. I pick?
Yeah.
All right, you go first. You'll give me some ammunition. Actually, no, you won't, because you say nice things. Fuck.
I'm for this, right?
Yes, you're for it. Go wild.
Yes. Okay. Honestly, looking at the renders alone, and I know they're just kind of not bad. I kind of like it. I didn't love it when I was looking at the. I think it's
Alex,
a black
okay, your
background.
audio is like driving me crazy. Give me a second.
Is it? Okay.
I mean, you've been
Is it
randomly
on
cutting
me?
out words like all stream.
Oh shit. It's probably just the internet connection.
Oh, it most definitely is. All right, let's see if that helped.
All right. Hopefully this helps, guys. Okay. Looking at actual renders, not bad. I don't hate this. I thought this is gonna be a little bit more boring looking, but I think this is gonna be a good something like dark. If you want something a little bit more low contrast to go with your keyboard, the desk mat, honestly, I really like. I think this desk pad's really cool. It has like the old school kind of scan line kind of feel to it. I would pick up the desk pad. That looks really good on a desk, even just from the render over here. So I like it. I think it's cool. We've seen stuff like this before, like the accent kits. This is going to be more for the arrows. I think Originative sold the CMYK mod set before, with some of the more similar looking things here. But yeah, I don't know. I really like it. It's 125. It is GMK though, so be prepared to wait 2+ years. I don't know. I know they say what Q4 2023, but look like maybe Q4 like I don't know 2025. Who knows? But yeah, I don't know. It's pretty nice. I have literally nothing wrong to say. I think if you're in the market for something a little bit more low contrast, this is a cool pickup. I just have regular, I'm assuming. Talk about the kitting and price, Alex. 125 is a little bit, I think, is a little bit on the higher side for GMK sets, especially because this is using what just gray and black, and they're all stock colors. So it is.
I
Wait,
cannot
I'm
ID
doing
this board.
positive.
I'm not sure what it is. It
That's not a
looks
positive
like
note, chat.
a
That's a
bad
negative
render
note.
of a Jane V2.
You guys almost baited me. All right, Simon, your turn.
Oh boy. Okay. So GMK gray on black. Let's just start there. First of all, GMK. We all know what GMK means. It means you're going to pay now, get it in 2023, if you're lucky. And then gray on black. So here's the thing. Gray on black, that's simple two colors. And for this base kit, sure, it's not the worst price base kit, but like it's just basic standard colors. There isn't much going on. There's no regional ISO. It's just ISO layout support. It's like doing the bare minimum. At 125 bucks, like I'm like okay with it in like large air quotes, but like in reality, if you want a dark set, you can get white on black and you don't have to go through mass drop. You could grab it on Amazon and have it pretty fucking soon instead of having to wait 2 years for it. I think that, the overall kitting is fine, like including row 5 and everything. But again, remember, the world might end in the next 2 years. Are you okay wasting $125 on something that will actually not come because the world would have ended? Or
So cynical.
or would you be smarter and be like, hey, listen, I can go on Amazon and just get white on black? And sure, it's not the same as gray on black, but if you wear some sunglasses, it's very fucking similar. Okay. And if you wear sunglasses as you're typing, nobody's going to fuck with you. All right. So keep that in mind. That's a pro Simon tip right there. For the accents, these you can just pick up from anywhere. It's not really an issue. Spacebar kits, whatever. None of this matters because we're not going to get it before the world ends. So, like, it's
Wait, why is the world
fine.
ending?
Well, don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry about it. 2022, okay? In September, world ends. You didn't hear it from me, okay? But like, this should be kitted better, this should be cheaper, and this should fulfill faster. And none of those three things are going to happen. Therefore, buy something that you can more reliably get. Or worst case scenario, just grab something cheap from China that you don't have to wait 2 to 3 years for. That's my take.
Isn't there an EPBT set that's like also kind of gray on black type thing that you can pick up that's in stock? I think it's on KBD fans. I have no idea. Anyways, you guys vote up. This is the last thing of the day, I believe. What do you think of the desk pad though, Simon?
It's not really doing it for me. I'll be honest with you. For
Oh,
me, a
okay, that's
desk
fair.
mat really needs to come out and like do something really interesting. A little texture that I can download from Google Images and then send to AliExpress isn't doing anything for me. That's
Okay, that's fair.
that's my thing. Like at least come in with like a unique design that like actually does something cool. So like most of the desk mats that I like I love the Big Bunny. I loved Greg. I loved what you call it, motherfuck, GMK slasher desk mat, like something where at least you're not just like using a basic ass repeating design and slapping it there. I don't know, because like if this is like $25 or $30, I'm not okay paying that much money for something this simple. Like if an artist actually put work into it, you can tell that like it's a piece of art. Then okay, that makes sense. I'm willing to pay a little bit higher than like standard buy it from China desk mat price. But if it's just a random pattern,
Are these still available? These modifiers? Oh, thought they might have been. What were your thoughts on this, Alex? I was away for a sec. I think if you want something, if you specifically want GMK and you want something like this, I mean, like, go for it. Do your thing. My thing right now is more like, and I've talked to you guys about this like privately on my own, not private, on my stream too. Is it's a really tough sell for GMK. It is. It's hard to wait 2 years for something, and the biggest problem with that is we can sit here and pretend that like even if I absolutely like was over the moon with this set, like I don't know if I'll be over the moon with it in 2 years or a year. Even. Let's
yeah,
just say a
that's the
year.
thing.
That's the biggest thing with these wait times, and I think this has been said like a million, so many people though. But I think like what didn't Oblotsky announce something that they're not going to be running, or he won't be running as many GMK sets this year?
Yeah,
Was it
that's a good
Oblotsky?
thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. There's other alternatives right now, but yeah, they're taking less GMK sets. Yeah, you were reading it. Yeah, I don't know. Like, is there anything GMK can do to cut the wait time? I don't run their company. I have no idea. I mean, like, I can pretend that I can give good suggestions.
I have a really good suggestion.
What is
They
it?
they hop in a time machine, go back to 2020, and stop being big dumbasses and accepting every piece of trash thing that passed IC. That's my take.
I mean, you guys are even seeing too that some of the GMK sets aren't meeting MOQ because I think less and less people are buying them, or they're just barely passing Q.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, we're seeing like in stock stuff from like novel keys, you know, their PBT sets, which honestly were fantastic for the price. We're even seeing Canon keys release PBT sets that's in stock. You know, Kinetic Labs also releasing PBT. EBBT has like a crap ton of ABS keycaps. Mind you, there's some problems with those, but still, there are
Oh
ABS that
yes.
you can pick up for like,
Some
yes,
problems.
some problems, but EBBT has some that you can pick up for between $69 and $70.
Alternatively,
That you can
you
get.
can buy nice Chinese sets from China for like $20. Just
Oh, I'm
say.
freezing. My wife can deliver a human baby faster than GM plastic. I mean, they have a. They have,
Your wife can deliver at least 2 babies before they make a piece of plastic.
oh, Tug, thank you so much for the tier one. The two greats have come together. Love your works. Thank you, dude. I appreciate you. It looks like GMK Stealth. Oh yeah, that just kind of looks like.
Oh, I
Forgot
remember
about that.
GMK still. I think
Forgot
I was
about that
mean to
set
it.
actually. GMK Stealth. I actually forgot about this. It's a little different though. I think GMK Stealth. Fuck, I want to look at it now. I
GMK
think that was
Nord is
darker.
now over 2 years of color matching. Oh, baby. All right. ML Guinea Pig
Unrelated.
LOL says, I have $20 black and white China and it feels awesome, crisp. The legends are crisp and it thocks. Well, yeah. I mean, the reason why I suggest like $20 to $25 Chinese PBT to a lot of people is because at the very least, you're going to get your $25 worth. And with like GMK and with Enjoy PBT, you may not get your $110 or your $130 worth. That's the thing. But with like super cheap Chinese PBT, at least you're going to get your money's worth. That's the way that I look at it. Obviously, like I still prefer nicer keycap sets that are significantly more expensive, but I know that I'm going to get way more value from a $20 set. Real
I'm
thought on
hungry.
this, Simon? My
I'm
real
very
thought
full.
on GMK is very simple. Don't buy GMK. Their timelines are too fucked. Like, even if I see the best GMK set ever, it doesn't matter because it's going to be like at least 2 years of waiting, bro. I don't want to wait 2 years for a fucking keycap set. What if like everything changes? What if like I stop loving beige and I start loving turquoise or some weird shit? I don't know. People change their minds.
Yeah, I had that happen with a set that I ordered. Oh god. I ended up just giving it to a friend. I can't even remember what set it was. I just lost interest when it finally came in. I just didn't want it. The last one I went on with. You know what? Relegendables though, a little different than the base. I think you still can love relegendables when they come in.
This
What
man
about in
says
stock GMK
relegendables
drop sets?
perfectly.
Wait, is there a better way to say it?
Yeah, you say it wrong, like me. Half the time I say relegendables, I say it wrong. It's too many letters.
Oh, too many letters, dude. Thank you, Fluffy. I appreciate your raid. How are you today? What about in stock GMK drop sets? Okay, let's take drop out of the equation. I mean, there's some in stock sets like Hammerheads in stock on novel keys. I think Bushido's still there or something.
There's a
There's
bunch
still a
of
few in stock sets.
Moto extras or Moto Light
Yep,
or
there's
whatever it's
even
called.
dude. I keep telling. I don't know if it's still available on Amazon.com, but on .ca you can literally get for 175 last I checked Canadian dollars. This is Canadian like rainbow bucks.
So like
Is
132 US. Let's find
kinda
out.
about 140. You can get GMK white on black next day delivery, at least in major
139.
cities.
That's not bad.
Yeah, next day delivery for a classic set that literally fits on like everything.
Also, pro tip:
GMK
you can
Kaiju,
just you can just buy OG double shots. Literally, just buy a G80. Like people don't realize. Like actually, no. Okay, that's the secret. Delete the VOD, Alex. Delete the VOD. We can't let them know.
whoops, we let it slip. All right, that's the last one though. That is the last one.
Yeah, the majority of people like it, and there is a very very small showing of the weeb pride, which I am largely disappointed in.
Don't get me wrong, guys. I actually like this. I do like the low contrast look. It's just a tough sell for GMK. That's my main point for this as well. I do genuinely like the
You like the what?
vintage.
You cut out.
I like the keycap set.
Ah, okay.
Armith, thank you so much for your prime, dude. All right, I think that's it, Simon. Do we have any more?
We're done. We can just like chill for like. Well, the stream was supposed to be 3 hours long, and we've been streaming for 2 hours and 58 minutes. We are fucking gods. Look at our skills. Bow
How
before
much
us.
skill?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
Alex,
we fit it.
do you mind posting some in stock GMK sets? Okay, I will make a list of what's in. I mean, even Stock has it, but I will make a list on my server, and I will do that for. I will do that.
Yeah.
Um.
Watch
Oh
anime.
God.
Uh, nice try, Weebs. Nice try. What did I think of GMK
Oh, you
slot?
have a list already, Omar. Oh, you can put it
Consider
in chat.
exclamation
Alex
recap.
is such a nice guy. I appreciate it.
It should be in there.
Listen, I'm trying my best to be like critical at the same time, but like also understanding. Alex, do you mind looking at the Daisy 40? If you guys want, like, God, type an exclamation point submit. I have like a community submission thing, and then next time I do some sort of ICGB with someone, I don't know who, maybe with Simon, maybe with Marcia, I will look through the stuff you guys submit, and then I'll make like note of it, and we can do it then. Monkey type, dude, I'm not a fast type. You guys know how I type like a dinosaur. GMK Gargalon, nice try, brother.
Bro, GMK
Nice try.
Gargalon, the latest kitting is actually insane. You guys should check it out. Somebody posted in chat. GMK Gargalon, newest kitting is insane. Dude, Discord submissions? Nope, you guys are getting cucked. Sorry.
Wait, is it actually real, Chozo? It's
Yeah,
not.
dude.
It's not a DN joke you guys are trying to get me with. Huh? Alex, we'll be going to KeepSawCon 2022.
Woo.
GMK Gargalon.
Yeah, dude.
Gargalon D's nuts.
Got him. We got him.
Okay, I'm gonna go get my keyboard that I have to go build. Give me 1 second. Give me one second.
We got him, boys. We actually got him. Oh, what are you building, by the way? Oh, he can't hear me. Everybody talk shit about Alex. He can't hear us. What are you building, Alex?
I'm actually taking a look at the Q2.
Nice. I'm getting the one after that. The Q3.
Which one's the Q3 going to be?
It's not out yet. They're sending me a pre-production like for actual like input.
Oh, okay.
Which is
What
nice.
layout is it?
It's TKL.
I know they've announced that. Oh, it is TKL. Okay.
It's TKL. Yeah, they kind of surprised me. They're like, "Hey, we want to send you a keyboard," and I was like, "You know what that means, right?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay."
They
Cool.
sent me a wrist rest too, but I think this is supposed to be a resin wrist rest. I don't know. I don't really care for wrist rest. Fucking, how do you open this?
Just don't. Just destroy it, bro. All right. Well, if you're gonna be building, I'll raid you, and we'll hang out in
VC.
in your stream. We can hang out in VC.
Okay.
I'll grab a beer. What time is it? It is 22:32. That is okay. I can spend 30 minutes with you in VC.
Sounds good. You can take a look at the Q2.
Q3 1 hour review when? I don't know if I'm gonna do a public review because like I mean I don't know if it's up to me or up to them. But like the idea was, hey Simon, we're gonna send you this for like actual like input. Like, okay, that's cool. And if I have a lot of input, then like I'd rather just give it directly to the designers if they plan to actually make the changes, instead of just doing a review on something that's irrelevant once I think Alex just left us. All right, we're rating Alex.
No, I'm here. I'm just moving my camera.
Okay. On the bright side, if you like it, I don't have to go broke by paying for it. Well, I'd still pay for it, but yes.
Huh?
All right, let's raid the shit out of Alex. Let's fucking go. Oh, look at this man with his cameras. Thank you for being a cool dude, Simon. Thank you for being a sexy, sexy man. And or woman.
You guys
right.
are all beautiful.
I'll meet you over there.
Sounds good. Let me fix my camera situation here, chat.
Are we raiding? I think we just raided. Are we raiding? Did we raid? We raiding?
Yeah.